Alright, let's get this fucking show on the road. When
Yeah.
I currently have some bad news, but we'll come back to that in a sec. We'll just do the intro, get it on the outro. What's up, Beardies and Beardettes? Welcome back to another fine episode of the Beardy Bros
Okay.
podcast. Um,
Yeah.
I got a bunch of notes I got to go through, but I just found some bad news for our behalf until I can figure out a resolve a solution for it. Only half of the audience is going to get access to the podcast for the time being until I can resolve it, hopefully this week. So, what's happened is I was wondering why I couldn't upload the audio podcast last week. So I tried running it and it's been spazzing out. Apparently, there's new agreements that need to sign in for and agree to, and because of that, the accounts, I guess, locked itself up and it's locked itself out, and I can't get back into the account. So I haven't been able to upload last week's episode, and I'm now not going to be able to upload this week's, and depending if I don't get it resolved, maybe any future episodes for the audio listeners. So
Oof.
it's kind
Which
of
does suck.
fucked because all the email addresses I'm using that I've used to log into the account so far and passwords are either logging into my own account, because it was technically a link to my account originally, but then when we moved stuff over, you were able to move it to a new domain, you could pick another email address to move it to,
Oh, yep.
and I did that, but now it doesn't acknowledge presumably the Beardy Bros email address and any of the passwords I'm putting in, and it says that there's no account. So at this stage, I
They
mean, it's
fucked up.
it's up there. Like, we're still there on Spotify, but Spotify won't let me log into the account so I can upload more episodes.
You might have to contact Spotify
So,
about that.
yeah, because I put in all the different formations that I've tried, what I have on record, but none of them are working and none of the passwords. It just keeps saying account doesn't exist and all this bullshit, and I'm like, what the fuck? Just fucking work and let me log in so I can upload shit, but
Fucking bizarre.
it's really fucking pain in the
They've
ass.
done a
Because,
major boo-boo.
yeah, because now it's like separated. Because originally it would say when you looked at the Beardy Bros Spotify, it would say that the account was it was like Beardy Bros, but it was created by Dale.
Yeah.
It had my name. But when you move that, it created a whole new separate thing. So it wasn't created by a person. It was
Yeah, but still,
it's its own
what?
entity. It's its own entity, Beardy Bros Podcast. But yeah, and then when I log into my account, it has only me, and it's like, would you like to create a podcast? It's like, I have a podcast. Let me log into my podcast. I do not
Right,
want to
mate.
create a new one or link one from a different site. It's like, it's on your platform. I have it. Let me log in. So I'm
Yep.
dealing. I got to deal with that. I'm. It's not gonna be. I'm not gonna have any fun because I've got a lot I've got to go through. This week is going to be a cunt of a fucking week. And I thought it was
Right.
another account as well, and with one of my other email addresses, and it's like, oh, you have an account, but you've re-logging back into of an old account. It's like, well, I don't want that. I want my fucking podcast account. So I don't fucking know what I'm gonna do. I got to figure this out.
Gotta love it, midway. The way they just fucking change
Uh,
that shit.
Otherwise, we're going to be stuck on YouTube, and unfortunately, all our Spotify listeners will have to come somehow and find us on YouTube, maybe, possibly.
But hopefully, because you can't even tell them that because if they're only on
Because
Spotify,
the worst problem is, right, I have the email, so I have the Beardy Bros email address, and I get notifications in that email address from Spotify, the Spotify for podcasters, saying that I have uploaded an episode and it was successfully uploaded and processed. I get those emails. So, okay, that's the email
Yep.
that I'm receiving that on should be the email for the account, right? So I enter that in and it goes, there is no account with that name. How am I receiving emails on that email address, but then when I go to log in with that account on the email, it doesn't exist?
Have they low-key deleted
Like
something
how,
off there?
it's just stupid. Everything I have.
If the account doesn't exist, let me have a look on Spotify. Hang on.
The account's there and you can look at it.
Because you can see it, but the account doesn't exist apparently.
Like here, it's got your episode was successfully processed. Your episode got Ecto Ooze, Beardy Bros Podcast, Season 5, Episode 38 is now available on Spotify. It notifies me to the email every time I upload an episode on their system. but I use that email address that they're sending me these notifications on, and it doesn't exist. It's like, then how are you sending me these emails to say that you processed my episode? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it would be the same email address. You wouldn't be like, oh, let's notify them on this email address, but their account's a different email. Like, that's not how that works. So I don't fucking know. I'm gonna have to try and get a hold of them. But I've had to sign out because I've had to agree. Like, it signed out because it needed to agree to new terms of service, and it's signed it out. And, yeah. Now I can't log in. And it just says, it just keeps saying that the account doesn't exist under that username. It's like, well, there's no other username it will be. It's like any username or password.
It literally isn't.
Like, that's it. Like, lowercase, capitals, everything. Like, I've tried. Oh, because I've been wondering why it's been bugging out, and because like the homepage loads up, but then the side panel, which is like, check your episodes, upload all that kind of content, like the creator side of things, it just doesn't load, and that's why, because the account needed me to agree to the terms of service, but it hadn't sent it properly. Oh, it's just fucking pissed me off, and it's the worst fucking time. I had to write down notes just to kind of clarify with what's like, just to keep my head straight, because it's just fucked at the moment. So, I mean, that's why I was having drinks earlier, but it hasn't helped. It's pissed me off because of everything going wrong. So,
right, you never drink when you're angry in my brain.
Oh, no, it's not just saying. It's just everything's going on. So, we might as well wind it back to the start of the week, and let's just have a story time. Let's just take it back. So, work's been fun. And I'm the usual cleaner as always, but someone had a spaz. They didn't like the freeze area. Apparently, I guess they became the cleaner for the frozen area, because we have your dry picking and your frozen picking. And they apparently didn't like the frozen too much because it was like irritating them and all that. So they came to dry, and they've gone back to frozen now. And I guess, but in a different part of it, it's like the other, not as cold. But they're like, because I'm the cleaner, it's like, okay, now you got to clean both zones. It's like, you got to do dry, and you got to try and look after frozen. And then there's been days where one of the days, they're like, oh, can you clean in frozen for a bit? And then they're like, oh, by the way, we're down a member, so you're going to have to actually work in frozen now. And don't worry about your cleaning. Like, you're going to pick and do all the other jobs. I'm like, okay, cool. Because they're like...
Bizarre, but...
Yeah, because because one day, because I was doing my normal... Because I normally just do dry. And I help with all the, like, picking and stuff there, because I'm diverse, so that's why, like, it's like, oh, well, you're the cleaner, you must be, cleaner all around. So it's like, they said, oh, make sure you have your, because it was like Monday basically, and they're like, oh, come in, make sure you bring your, we'll sort out some freezer gear for you for Tuesday, so we can get you into the freezer and you can clean in there. I'm like, okay, cool. Found a couple of things, brought them with me, kind of semi-prepared, because I figured, okay, I'm just cleaning, so I didn't overhaul for the aspect of like actually working in there. So I got some stuff, and then Tuesday came, I rock up to work, and they're like, oh, by the way, because the assumption was I was already working in cleaning, they're like, such and such is sick, you're going to be joining that team now to work with them and pick and stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then it's just like, great to let me know, like, last minute. And I'm like asking people, like, oh, such and such is away, and they're like, oh, yeah. And like, half the people knew that he was away. It's like, and no one could have, like, told me that they knew he was going to be away. Like, and I was good. Like, clearly they knew
that's common sense.
Like, clearly they knew that's what they knew someone was having the day off, like, the day after, and they're going to need someone to replace it. So, like, they got me to go in there, but clearly, like, it felt like they just, like, used the cleaning as the excuse to try and, like, get me in there and then just replace me to do a different job. Like, just say that. Just say that you want me to do that job. It wouldn't have been a problem. Just say, oh, we're going to get you in here. Not, like, in the morning when I rock up, not prepared, basically, and be like, oh, this is what you're doing now. So anyway, I did that.
Yeah, just fucking springing a punch.
Yeah, like, I was like, oh, cool. It's like, I wasn't really prepared to do that, but I guess I'm doing it. I can't really say no. So I was like, yep, sure. And then did that for the day. It was kind of fun. Like,
I mean, technically you can, but...
I know. But I was just like, whatever, I'll just take it as it is, because it's either I say yes, do it, I say no, maybe have the day off. But I was like, fuck it, it's not going to be that big of a deal, I'll just do it. And then because I was in there that day, and then the second day, they're like, okay, we'll get you to actually, because I didn't clean at all on the Tuesday, so like, okay, Wednesday, we'll get you to clean. So I was like, okay, I'll clean in the freezer for a bit. Ended up being the whole fucking day again that I was in the freezer, actually cleaning though this time. But I spent the whole fucking day cleaning because it had not been, like, maintained by anyone,
because
realistically. Yeah, the other person dipped, and then I had to do that. So then there's multiple bins I had empty. The fucking floors I had to sweep. It's just shit. And then it's like whatever. And then Thursday was back normal and dry. And then Friday came. It's just like I had a kind of plan of like what I was gonna do, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, again, we've kind of like messed. It's messy and frozen again." It's just like it's been a day. How have you gone? I'm in dry, and I can clean, dry, and empty their bins, and it takes like 3-4 days for them to get full again. And then I come to frozen, and it's only been a day, and you're all supposed to be picking the same amount of shit, and yet your bins and shit are filling up like more than these. Like it's just like
how the fuck do you explain that? Like
it's just like how the fuck are you guys so messy? Like I'm fucking with shit. It's like you're breaking the pallet. Like I mean, you've got shitty EPJs, so it's like they're breaking pallet jacks. The pallets are breaking the jacks are breaking the pallets, and so that's what I'm cleaning up half the time is because wood debris gets into shit, gets in the tires, can irritate. Someone could step on it, slip, or it could get in wedged in the wheels of the forklifts, or all this. So you got to clean those out of the main aisles everyone's working in. So that's me doing that. But it's just like they're like, oh, get it quickly and clean. It's like I can get it quick, or do you want it done safely? Like it's just it's like, do you want me to clean it, or do you want me to clean it? Like, fuck, you asked me to clean that aisle out. It's like it's gonna take more than just a quick 10-minute run through. It's like if you want these chunks of wood picked up, I got to clean that. It's just does my head in. But yeah, but that's leading into where I'm at now is where I did that and I was like, okay, I'll fine, I'll suck it up as well because I was basically setting to have this week off because parents going away because they've gone away for their trip, down to South Australia. So I had to take the week off basically so I can take my kids to school because work hours are fucking retarded, not accommodable for fucking a parent with kids. So they got to work and well, I mean, a parent with kids, I mean, makes sense. You can't be a parent not with kids. But fucking, I'm just so fucking frustrated. So it's like
a parent with kids. What?
So it's like it's just so mad that like I had all this fucking fuck around bullshit leading up to this week to have off. Now I feel like I've gotten sick because I've been working in the freezer. So I've been basically since yesterday afternoon. It's like I worked Friday. Friday afternoon comes. I have like a kind of a cough lingering and a semi sore throat. Thought it might have been like my reflux at first because sometimes I get that sore throat from my reflux and I had a bit of bad reflux. But no, the cough has been lingering. Today it's been like more irritated. So I've been coughing and my fucking because I'm coughing it's then triggering the gag reflex. So then I'm basically throwing up involuntarily because it's like that cough is like triggering that sensation. So I'm like, well, here it comes. And it's just like, just fucking me over. So I'm like, great. Worked all fucking week. Worked my ass off. Fucking finally come to have my time off. Basically fucking ruined because now I'm like semi-sick. I've got what feels like mostly a sprained tendon in my leg because my foot, like, mind you, Wednesday night I woke up at 3 a.m. with a fucking leg cramp that lasted for like 10 minutes because of fucking all the walking around. I woke up and like, fuck! And then I think that's what's caused the pain in my leg now because I had that, didn't really recover from that spray, like the stress of the cramp, and then walked all the following day, and that's like I think fucked up it's sore in the part of the ankle, like the front of the ankle and the foot. It's all sore in there, and it burns and shit. I'm like, that's mostly a fucking tendon's been fucking busted or something because of the fucking cramping, and then walking on it because I didn't give myself time to recover from the cramp. It's just like, so now I'm like, oh, here's my week off. Got to do anything? Guess what? No, you're just gonna be fucking suffering as you do nothing. It's just like, I mean, I get to play video games for the week, but most likely now. But it's just like,
still,
I gotta suffer with pain and feeling like shit. That's why I was like, I bought drinks last night. I'm like, I had a couple of drinks last night and it was okay with the cough and it kind of dealt with subsided. But then today's been like the throwing up and everything because mucus is coming out and it's just like really annoying. Everything's coming up, so it's just like uncomfortable. So I was like, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna drink anyway because it's like fucking need to try and enjoy something. It's just fucking torturous. But oh, it's just fucking cooked. It's like fucking mad.
My boy.
And then now, the fucking podcast is being a fucking dick with the Spotify while the way I'm feeling. It's just like, fuck you. It's like, oh my god. Like, I'm not
it's
the
like
mood
the
for this.
just gone snap. Like,
oh, it's the worst time for it to realize.
Like,
oh, just so shit.
Like, bro.
only one good thing though for the week was that me and the missus went out on Wednesday. We had a bit of a date night, so we ended up going to because I bought it back in September. But we went and saw Wicked the musical. And that
Yeah.
wasn't too bad. That was fairly okay. Weirdly enough, they from what I'd been told of the show previously as a musical compared to now, is that they made it more of a comedy. There's like comedy parts, which is weird. So there's things that people were laughing, and
Yeah, what?
I'm like, okay, it's a musical, but
What?
I'm not expecting. I wasn't expecting it to be a comedy. And even Ali said like it wasn't originally a comedy, but now they've had comedic parts, and it's to me it felt kind of cringy and forced almost. But apparently the Australian version is the only one to have the extra comedic timing and performance. But
Why?
yeah, it's very weird. It was very
As
weird.
long as it makes sense, not just there for the sake of
Kinda
it.
did, but it felt like characters were like extra dramatized and over exaggerated just for comedic timing. Well, comedic, yeah, comedic effect. It was just weird.
Yeah, but still, like, why comedy, like stuff like that?
Mm. But oh,
That's weird.
but yeah, my body
Thing,
has
I've
not
actually
been.
never seen Wicked, so
Yeah. So, but
so
no,
I'd have
so
no
that
idea if it
was.
was in there or not. Like,
Well, I've been looking since that day, and Ali told me about it. I've been looking at different clips online for different musical, comparing them from the years, like from earlier on, like 10 years ago, and then different performances from a year ago, and seeing how each one's acted. And it's quite interesting to see
yeah,
how different, depending where they are, like in the US and here, they're done differently based on the actors as well. So their own
yep,
approach and take on it.
right.
So it's interesting, but yeah, it wasn't what I was expecting, but it was good. It was semi okay, but
As
it's
long as you
weird.
enjoyed it, like
Like I enjoyed it.
that's the main thing.
I wouldn't extremely rave about it. That's me personally. Like I still preferred the Mary Poppins musical that I saw. That was actually really good.
Yeah,
Like that actually added more to Mary Poppins. And just how they did all that was more enjoyable. Where this was good, but it's like weird because when you have the first, because it's like 3 hours long and there's an intermission, so you have the first hour and a half, or they might have gone a little bit longer. But that part of the story pieces really nicely. Then you have the intermission, you come back, and that second half of the story is like set like 10 years later. They don't really explain that it's 10 years later, but you kind of get the gist of it. But then it kind of like jumps through the story, and it's just like what? Like it's just yeah, it's very weird because then it also covers the elements of like Wizard of Oz at the end, but then that jumps as well, and it's just very fucking weird. It's just like I'm like
yeah, what?
okay, like yeah, because like oh, it's like oh this is great, and it's like blah, blah, it's like is this the same show?
Like,
Like what the fuck
why?
happened? Like you could have literally just ran the first half, and I would have been fine with just watching that. Like I feel like I didn't need the second half of the act. Like it just yeah, it's very weird. That's just my first, but that's again,
Especially goes for that long, like,
that's
and it
like
just jumps
yeah,
through, like,
because like that's my take as well. Like as a first person, like as a person to see it that's never seen Wicked before, and this is my first impressions to like seeing Wicked the musical. Like because people rave about like how
yeah,
good Wicked is, right? So if this is me being like, which it was, like literally because we've been talking about first time experiences and things being like wow factor, like this was a first time raw experience to see Wicked, and I was like, yeah, okay, like it was good, but like nothing to rave about. Like I wouldn't be like, oh, I want to totally want to see that again. Like, yeah, it's just unless it was like
oh,
maybe a different performance. But
the
yeah,
Wizard of Oz thing makes sense.
mm.
I
it,
just googled what the fucking Wicked was, and
yeah,
before and after Dorothy's arrival. Like,
yeah.
who
But
even needs that?
Wicked's set in its own timeline as well, because technically in Wicked's universe, with Dorothy, she does everything. Like she goes on the journey herself. She doesn't have like the Tin Man with her. Like they're in there, like they
So it's
exist.
fucking boring version.
Like the
Like,
Tin Man and the
you need the
Lion
Tin
and
Man, the Carrier Lion. Like
that's
you
what I
need
mean.
that.
Like they exist, and you see their transformation and how they became those characters in that universe. But Dorothy's events of going from like to get to Emerald City, she does it all by herself, and I'm like, the whole point was that she got directed by the Scarecrow, finds the Tin Man, and then they bump into the Lion. Like that's the whole point. It's the
Yeah,
whole
like,
like if you're gonna take that out,
because
she
that's how
just
they grow. Like,
yeah,
because because they have each other. Like,
But
what?
if you just have a story where Dorothy just goes, oh, from Munchkin Land to all the way to Emerald City by herself, I'm like, that's a bit like okay. Like I don't know how she managed. I feel like she would have like died in the first part, like without being guided. Like, yeah, it's just very weird. But how they tell it, explain it, it just jumps.
That's weird.
Yeah, because it's set in its own universe, like parallel to it. Because Wizard of Oz is public domain, anyone can write a story. And a lab from different
I
stuff.
just forgot there's a Wicked movie coming
Yeah,
out.
coming out next month. I am keen to see that. So that's why it kind of was good to like watch the play to get the idea of like what's the influence from.
Yeah, but isn't it
So, but it's one of two films I'm going to do.
Oh yeah, it's Ariana Grande. Like, bro,
Yeah.
why?
Makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, but why?
But yeah.
Ah, Peter Dinklage.
Mm.
Jeff Goldblum. Hey.
Yeah, there's a lot in the movie. There's a lot in the Wicked movie. I reckon it'd be pretty good. But yeah, so there was that, and then Thursday was of course Halloween, and I dressed in my
You wouldn't even fucking know, would you?
Skeletor outfit, and the place that we planned to go to, like we took the kids trick or treating, and it was good. They got a lot of candy, but we went to the one place because we did like a drive by of the area at first to kind of get the idea of what houses were set up during the day, like just before it got a little bit dark. And like, okay, we'll go to our friend's place, catch up for a bit, and then we'll go after. It's a little bit longer than expected, but not much longer. But like, a lot of the houses had already run out of candy. Like, people that trick or treated at 5 o'clock, within half an hour, like people end up having signs on their door, being like, "We're out of candy." Like no candy left. It's like fuck. Like that happened so quickly. So many people like, and it's like, well, that kind of sucks because we planned to go through that.
Like people used to have like buckets of candy,
Yeah.
like big fucking buckets. Like,
and I kind of wish,
them? Like,
I kind of wish when we first drove by, when when people were kind of out there with their buckets and stuff, we should have stopped then in the daylight, because one, it was pitch black, and you could barely see anything, so it was kind of miserable. Like no one had lights on to really decorate, like to really like pull it in. Like a few houses did, but when you're walking up the street trying to find houses, it was just dark everywhere. And it was just shit.
Usually the ones who have the stuff have the porch light on.
Yeah, and that's
the
it.
ones that don't have anything.
And people had decorations,
that's what it
and
used
then
to be.
like some people put signs up, but then it's just like you have your decorations, you're out of candy, but then people are coming to knock and they're just ignoring people. It's like if you're going to still commit, you should be like, "Sorry, I'm out of candy." Like answer the door, be like, "Sorry, we're out of candy." Like just suck that up and take the responsibility, not just hide in your house and ignore all the kids that are coming by, and just because you've run out, not answer your door. And
it's not hard to put a sign on the window, the door, like where they can see it. Like
there's so many people going to houses knocking, and just no one was answering. Like it's like there's no way your house is empty. Like clearly you're just hiding.
Unless they weren't home, but
yeah, it's just weird. You know, well, why would you have your porch light on and your house decorated if you're not going to be home for Halloween? You know what I mean? It seems a bit.
Anything could happen, like fucking hospital run.
But yeah,
anything,
no, there was a lot, so it was crazy. There was a lot in the street, but yeah, people saying that they're out and stuff, and I was like, fuck, that's just crazy. People out of candy, but no, the costume wasn't too bad. There's a lot more work I want to do.
But still, like, Halloween's not really a thing here.
Oh,
like,
it is.
just bought probably like a basic fucking thing.
It's actually gone up a large percentage since like the last. It was like they said on the news, like from like 20, like I think it was pre-COVID. It's gone up by 20% since pre-COVID. Like that's
like around here, nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, no, here like, dude, like the groups are going mad. Like those, like even before when it came to reducing them, like the $400 like dragons at Bunnings, they sold out at Bunnings, like all over the place. They sold out at Bunnings. Even the giant skeletons that were $400, they were selling out of them.
Dragons.
Yeah, they were selling out, and then they had some places had
$300 too much. Fuck me dead.
Well, some places managed to have some, like maybe one or two left, and then that week of Halloween, they were dropping them down to like 100 and 150, and people were going and swooping in buying them.
Price.
Yeah, but even then, people were swooping in and trying to like, and they were gone as soon as like, you know, because they had like maybe one, like I said, one left. It was just phenomenal, like reading in all the groups and following in the Halloween groups, just like
it's funny that people buy them for 400 like idiots.
Yeah, and then a week later, it's like $100. Like it's crazy. It's fucking.
Yeah, like
it's so weird though. like how many people are onto Halloween now. Like it's competitive because you know, like I've done it. Like I've always talked about decorating and stuff. Like buying and collecting decorations to do Halloween now has almost become a competition because so many people are buying decorations and swooping in and buying it
Right.
before anyone else can, you know, and it's just like, that's crazy that that's a thing, that people are fighting to buy decorations. Like, it's so
I
weird.
know,
Like,
it's
that's,
fucking itchy.
yeah. But, you know, like,
You know, you just get that itch on the fucking
yeah.
nostril. Like, fuck me
Oh, yeah,
dead.
the nose has maybe tickling or the mustache. But yeah, it's just weird. Like,
Can't-
it's definitely gotten a lot more awareness than it used to. I mean, not everywhere. Like, say, you said Tassie was quiet.
Yeah, like it's not
But,
everywhere. Like it's just
but up this way, like,
certain things. Like,
it's like, people were literally doing it. Even though Halloween was on the Thursday, there were some houses that were literally accepting trick or treaters Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, like from the weekend after. Like
Jesus,
people were going mad for it. Like they were actually doing like full stints or two
they're
days or
fucking
4 days.
keen,
Like
aren't
I'm
they?
like, that's crazy. Like this was never a thing. Like a couple of years ago, even before COVID, like it was never a thing. And now
Right?
like everyone's going crazy. Like it just blows my mind. Like it's cool, but now it kind of sucks because like so many people are into it now. My kind of attempt of doing my decorations and stuff and getting involved feels like so here now. Like when I was doing, because it was so limited, like when you see houses, I felt like I was up here. Now because so many more people are
Right.
doing it, I feel like I'm here now. It's like, oh, well, my displays are pretty shit, even though,
Yeah,
you know,
it's like
because it's so,
how like when you do it, it's special. When everyone does it, it's like, well, that's not
yeah,
special anymore.
exactly.
Like
It's
I
just
felt
wild.
like that with a fucking lot of things. It's like, well,
And that's it. Like,
it's like I used to enjoy it because it was by myself,
well, that's it.
and everyone's joining. It's like, oh,
Everyone gets on the same bandwagon. Um,
I
but
know
yeah,
that's a
it's,
bad thing, but like, there's just certain things that just
but that was, by the way, that was me.
somehow gain popularity.
That was me. That was my
Or
afternoon.
the Woodstock,
Drank that
the
in
Woody
like
stock, my boy.
an hour. I think it was an hour, under an hour.
Sheesh. What, the whole thing?
Yeah, 45 maybe.
Hey.
Maybe lasted me 45.
Right.
Didn't last long. Went through it
Wood,
so quickly.
Woodstock's fucking delicious, though.
I got another bottle there somewhere. Um.
Like, fucking delicious.
Yeah. So I had that because I was like, fuck it. Just want to enjoy my weekend. Um. What else was there? Oh, this was at work as well because I had a thought about it, and it was making me laugh because we've talked about it before a while back. Like we looked at images and stuff, but it made me laugh again because I was playing around in the freezer when I was cleaning, and we had one of the EPJ boys, and I was like, oh, let me sit on the I should sit on the back and just like move, and I'll just like easy sweep, and I was like, maybe this is how I was wondering, like this is maybe how they came up with the invention of sweeping. It's like because you had someone sweeping with a broom, then someone was on like a motorized cart or something, and then they drove and pushed it, and then they made it motorized so it like spun itself and you picked things up. You know, I was thinking the progression evolution of like cleaning, like sweeping, because I use the
Right.
sweeping machine at work as well. And oh, mind you, that's fucking hilarious. The amount of times I've kind of like nodded off while I'm at work on the sweeping machine, it's fucking hilarious. It's fucking because it vibrates.
Because it's just that relaxing.
Yeah, because you're moving slowly and it vibrates, and you're just like just thinking away. And I kind of like start daydreaming, so I kind of like nod off because I'm daydreaming, and I'll fucking like bump into something. I'm like, oh, and it's fucking hilarious. But yeah, no, it made me think about that, and I was thinking because we have talked about it before, and I was thinking, wonder if we'll ever get to a point where we start backwards, like de-inventing things, where we go back stages, because like we go far where we start making things.
I mean, it's already happened.
'Cause, like,
some,
remember-
some things like
Because like remember how there's like we had like wired earphones, right? Remember how there was like the whole AirPod things, but then people were making like the lanyard cables, which made them like just like, oh, put cables on your earpods so you don't lose them, and it like tied to your phone, and then it like just and it was like you might as well just have wired earphones. Like it was going backwards, and then like how like we had home phones, you know, and it got to the point where we had mobile phones, but then it got to a point where people had mobile phones for their homes specifically. It's like you might as well just have a home phone. Like why are we going from a tech to go forwards to a tech and then
who's
going?
a mobile phone for their home? Like,
Like that's what I mean. Like it got to a weird point, and things were happening weirdly. It's just like,
Like you've got a phone for personal. Why have one for your home?
yeah,
Like,
that's what I mean. Like people were going backwards with doing things. Like, oh, I wish I had a phone. So they like, it's like that's what a home phone was. That's why you had a phone line. Like, it's so weird that we get to a point where we had
yeah,
technology, we go
like
forward,
literally that's how that
advance,
worked.
yeah, and then we go backwards. It's like what, like, and also I was thinking about. I was like, when I was thinking about it, I'm like, hey, we're gonna get to a point where we've advanced in technology. People find it an inconvenience and think, oh, I should just
There's
do it
diminishing
myself.
return in
And then,
technology
yeah,
sometimes.
like you go backwards in a step. It's like, oh,
Like you can only go so far, but then if you go too far, you start going backwards because
yeah,
you've hit that limit, and then when you advance again, you get a little bit further. Like
it's like,
it's like phones have hit that block right now, like
yeah,
that dead end. I was like, what else
it's
can you
it's
do?
it's like people used to like pages, like we had pages, but then we had phones now that you could text, so pages became irrelevant. But then pages started coming back in. It's like it's like when people used to fax because there was no way of
Yeah,
sending
but
a
pages
letter.
are handy because people use
Yeah,
them in the
the quick little
police, in
things.
the like nurses. They use pages because they're just
Yeah,
quick and easy. Bam.
but it's like when you used to have a fax, but then everything was made digital, so that's what email took over. Email became the new fax. But
Yeah, but
like it's gonna
like hospitals still fax because they
yeah,
just get your thing and just
so they can actually
hmm.
document it, so they can actually send it and keep a physical file.
Yeah,
But it's like
because they have their copy, then they send the copy off, and it's
yeah,
all physical, which means if
you've got an
you kind
actual
of
record. Exactly, but it's just crazy
hmm.
to think where some things like those things make
And
sense. Like that makes sense, but like having like other things that like go backwards on themselves, it's just like oh, it just boggled my mind. I was thinking about it. I was like,
but the fax machines haven't gone backwards
no,
though.
no,
They've gone
yeah,
forwards,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like they just got
No,
better.
that's what I'm saying. That kind of technology makes sense to
Hmm.
still exist, even though we've gone forwards with that format style. Where there's other things like I said,
Yeah,
but making cables for your AirPods. What like why? Like why do you need cables for your AirPods to like tie it to your like?
I don't know about that. Yeah,
Like it's just
cables for your
something
fucking AirPods.
like it's just things like that. Like I was trying to think like what there's plenty of other things out there that that the humans have done.
Yeah, but like if
Like
you have AirPods, right, they go in a little case, charge.
yeah,
They last you days as
you're
it
not gonna
is.
lose it.
If you charge it every night, they're 24/7 charge.
Yeah.
My phone, I put on every friggin' night on the charger.
Well, it's more the fact that people didn't want to lose their
The headphones
AirPods.
go on charge every time I get
Yeah,
off at night. Like,
but no, it's not about the
how hard
charge.
is it?
It's not about charge. It's just more about people losing them out of their ears. So they put little clips so they could hold them too, so they could have it around their necks. It's like that's just buy wired. Like if you're just gonna do that, where you have it tied to your phone, so you know where the
Yeah, but you
connect.
can't buy wired though.
Like
I mean, for phones and that, like, there's no headphone jack. You can't.
yeah,
There's no point getting
it's so
wired
weird.
headphones.
Oh, they use like
If
USB C and
earphones.
yeah, they use like
Yeah, but
USB
that's
Cs
fun
and
because
all that stuff now.
you have to pick one or the other. If you want to charge
Lightning,
your phone, you got to
lightning.
unplug your fucking
Yeah, I know.
headphones.
It's so stupid. Like, and then even that, we're literally
That's why
that's
I like this. Look, headphone jack.
that's the other thing. Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing too. Is like there's devices nowadays, like with phones especially, that have less tech in them theoretically than what we used to have in
No,
old
it's
models.
not less tech. It's just less
Access,
features,
yeah,
like a
features,
headphone jack,
but that's
an
still less
extra. Like
tech.
some have two or three SIM card trays. Some have one. Some have
That's
like.
still less tech in the sense because you could be having more
Well,
in
it's
it.
not less tech. It's just less features. Like
Yeah,
there's one less feature, two less features.
it's just
Because
silly.
the tech in phones have gone way fucking better.
Yeah,
Like this is more powerful than my PC technically.
yeah,
Like the
presumably.
text
Well,
in there, it's
they
just.
say it, but oh, it's just fucking. It's just crazy.
Well, it depends on the phone you have as well.
Yeah. Um. It's
I
just.
mean, this isn't
Oh.
more powerful than my PC. This is fucking 2019, but
But Yeah, exactly.
I
No,
still
no,
got a headphone jack.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's like mine came out last
I am
year.
pissed about the headphone jack. So like, I prefer to pop some earphones in. Just
Yeah, something about it's just so
granted, I
satisfying.
run the cord down my shirt into my pocket where my
Yeah,
phone is,
but it's
so I don't get
satisfying.
it snagged
It's just satisfying though.
and also wireless. You can get interruptions. You can get like feedback with
Yeah, drop
wireless
out.
shit. Like these wireless headphones, they can like a
Yeah.
rig. They can be pretty shit.
Oh, fucking my fucking These fucking Razer fucking connection. Oh, I can't connect to the fucking computer. Because I didn't unplug the jack from the PS5 controller properly. Didn't detect that it desynced. That's what the issue was. That's what the fucking issue
Fucking
is.
hell, like really?
So what I gotta do is when I'm done with them, I gotta make sure I turn the PlayStation off and I've properly like shut down, not just unplugged it willy nilly. I'm gonna make sure the controller's turned itself off, so it's desynced through the wire. Then I can unplug the wires and then sync it with the fucking computer.
Fucking hell.
It's a fucking syncing issue. I was like, that's why I've realised what the issue is. Why it cannot connect, because it's still connected. It's trying to connect to the PlayStation 5 controller.
No, that's fucked.
That's why that's what the interchange. That's why it bugs out. I realised that because when I had that issue the other day, what I did different when I was trying to sort it again was I plugged the wire back in, plugged it back into the PlayStation controller, then turned it off properly, like the controller, then unplugged it and it worked. Because it was still synced to that, basically. Assigned. Even though, and that's the problem too, is these headphones have both a jack and a Bluetooth feature, but it still gets confused between the two.
Yeah, I don't get that part. Like, what? How would I get confused between the
Like,
the?
I don't know.
Then again, it's Razer.
But yeah.
That's like Steel Series, the best.
Yeah, not complicated.
I've had no issues with Steel Series, thankfully.
Well, yeah, I was like my Steel Series. They were good. The only thing that I had problems was the cable busted on itself, and that was the only issue. But the headphones were still
cable.
good.
It's not connected to the thing. It's a wireless headset, right?
This one is, yeah. The Steel Series I had was wide.
I mean, like the Steel Series would have been as well.
It was a wide headset I had, but it was a really good one.
Oh, yeah.
But even for wide though, like it was really good. It was one of the best wide headphones I've ever had. Like, really good quality audio, like everything. Just for wide, I was like, and it was fucking cheap. It was only like $100, not even $100, like $80 fucking $90 headphone, and it was really fucking good compared to a lot of the other ones I've spent more money on. Like,
right? It's just one of them things. Like, it's not that they're a mixed bag, but it's the quality of the.
Like Razer used to be good. Like Razer is somewhat good to a point, but their convoluted system is what does them in. Is because it's like, oh, let's do this to make it cool, customize. Like, you don't need. Why do I need to run like programs to fucking? I don't know.
You don't need all the fancy shit.
Plug it in and work.
You know what a headset does? You listen to things.
Yeah.
A mic, maybe, but if on PC, you got a fucking mic anyway, so you don't need stuff like this. You don't need.
It's just crazy.
Granted, like these are pretty fucking dog shit.
I know. It's just.
But I don't know.
But
tech has just gone fucking backwards.
Oh, it has though. We were going so like stepped forwards, and now we were just like in a weird step back lull.
But they're still the ones that I like in PC stuff. Like you got Steel Series, who are just always getting better, and you got like Gigabyte and stuff like that from the PC side, who just always advance stuff. But like,
yeah,
you can always tell the ones you go backwards, or they just
don't do anything.
They just stay
put.
I mean, Razer is kind of both. Like they do go forward, but also some aspects go back.
Yeah.
Like their capture cards, they're hit and miss.
Yeah.
They're gaming like keyboards and that. Some are good, some are bad. Like
that's it. It's just fucking.
It's just fucked how you have to literally, and you can't believe reviews anymore.
No.
People who are, especially if they're sponsored by them.
Oh yeah, because it's just sellout. They're just sellouts. They'll just say good things about something.
Listen to multiple people. If there's anything in common, then that's real.
That's like some of these people I see that they're like tech reviewers. Like some of these people I see that are reviewing tech, technically knew nothing about tech. They were just a random Joe Blow person that just got tech and started reviewing it, and just putting out their own bullshit nonsense out there, and then they get popular with it. It's just like, but you're not in the tech industry. It's like, you know, like we're into gaming, we know games, and then you can have Joe Bob random.
We're not in the same industry though.
Not well. It's one of those things, but you know what I mean though. Like we know games, like we've actually. But like, imagine no one that knew games start picking up games and start playing them, and then reviewing them, and then just being like, "Oh, look, this is popular fucking thing now." She's there.
All right,
Mills,
it'd be pretty. It'd be pretty shit.
go Mills, go.
You really fucking would.
Oh, watch out for the cables. Watch out for the cables. Watch out for the cables.
But what can you do about that, Des?
Oh,
Nada.
it's just crazy how some people just seem to, and then they want to, and that's what I mean. Like, people just become influenced for things that they don't even know about, but because they get sponsored, and then they become the positive for that product, and then they're like, yeah, and then they just put talking shit out of their ass, and then but then people go, oh, yeah, and then they start buying it out of the wazoo, and it's just bullshit. It's just all fucking bullshit. Not actually anything useful.
I mean, some of
That's
it
like
is useful.
that's like at the shop
Some
because
of it.
like that's like the new iPhone. The new iPhone, like for example, is shit.
I wouldn't discredit anyone's
And
review or anything, but you listen to multiple things.
yeah, but that's like recently, like that's what people have been talking about with the new iPhone. But it's just funny, like when you go, I've been going to the shops, and every now and then you hear someone overhear someone going, "Can you sell me an iPhone?" Like, it's like, go on, sell me an iPhone. You know, like the usual kind of mumbo jumbo. And it's just like you don't want to be buying an iPhone, not now anyway. They're just so shit. But it's just funny how like people are influenced just by with a
Samsung
brand,
maybe.
you know, and that's what I mean, influenced by a
Well,
brand. But they
UAG,
keep
but
UAG. But you know what I mean? Like they're so influenced by a brand that they keep buying
Yeah.
the brand. Like we have Androids, but they're not like branded Androids. Like we get, you know, like me, like I've always had Android, but I've jumped through different brands. Like I've had Oppo, I've had Vivo, I've had a Samsung. Like I've had like different brands of Android. Like I prefer Android operating systems, but I don't stick to the one
Yeah,
type.
right.
Like I look for the specs that are actually going to meet my needs and actually be better than what's out there to get my money's worth. You
Yep.
know, like this model's gotten so cheap now. If this fucked up, I'll just buy another one of these models because it's actually pretty decent. Like it's, you know, I mean,
Right.
even it being cheap, I should just buy another one just for spare backup. You know, I almost feel like, you
Yeah.
know, well, it's
I mean, a backup is handy because phones can just die like that.
yeah, which I had, and that's why I had to buy that phone.
Like my phone charger, I can't plug in the charger anymore. I've got to
Yeah.
wirelessly use a fucking charger to charge
Yeah.
it. Takes like 4 hours to charge, but
Yeah, it's one of those things.
we used to take like an hour, half hour.
Um,
But
but no, was it this morning?
not
I
upgraded it yet because why?
yeah. I wanted to mention because I did mention it to you this morning. They actually were reasonable time with their events. So Fortnite actually had a reasonable timed event this
You
morning.
mentioned it.
I think I did say, yeah, I mentioned about Fortnite. It's Snoop Dogg. Um,
Snoop Dogg.
but yeah, they actually had the event at like 8 a.m. this morning, like
Oh,
our time.
you didn't
And
tell me that. Oh, I see.
yeah,
It's a sub thing. I know there is a Snoop Dogg thing.
yeah.
Fuck.
And yeah, that was like 8 o'clock this morning, and like it was really cool because you went to the location on map, and it had like the projector because there's like a Reels location. And it was like they've done it before where they have like the theater screen and they've played things in game before on the theater screen, and they had that
Yeah.
again, but it was like linked up to the live event that because actually we didn't know what they were going to do, but they ended up having like a live concert. So they had like Ice Spice, Snoop Dogg up on the stage because they're in Fortnite for this next season, and Eminem's back as well. But they only had Snoop Dogg and Ice Spice up on stage. But you watching the projector and it like cut to like the live performance, but it was in Times Square. They booked out all of Times Square. Then all the monitors switched over to Fortnite. Like this whole thing through the whole Times Square was just all Fortnite. It was really fucking cool. And they had like the two performances. So they had Ice Spice sing one of the songs and Snoop Dogg sing like two songs. I think it was. And I was like, imagine being there and getting a fucking performance in Times Square.
No, they would have locked
Like,
it off there.
oh, it was like everyone could feel in the streets, like that. Everyone, all the crowd, like
Oh,
in the streets watching and all that stuff. Like, imagine being there and there's cars driving up and down, but like they blotted out the whole section though, and they streamed it to the game, and it was really cool because the game was like the game, but as it got to the play point, it cracked, and then like the map changed and it had like it bursting out of the screen. It was really cool how they did it, like from a mechanical perspective in a game to being like having, you know, like your world element, but then have that break and then change and like have it bleeding from it, like, and then everything around
yeah.
it changing. Like that's really cool mechanically, like creating these elements, and I do like that. Like it's Epic doing this. I mean, it's in Fortnite, but like it's a start to show like
Mm.
where, you know, where games could go more of. Like if games start like taking those kind of real, like not real, but like more live event style way of like.
But I hope not, because then if everyone does it, then
But not like that, because like you got like games that have live events, but they like they're always
because people
timed,
have done it before,
but like
but you've
more,
only done it for special events, not.
yeah. Like if games
Mm.
just had that more wow factor for their events, where things were like actually felt like your world was changing and it felt like it was a
Like
different
again,
element to a game.
Astrobot had a real world countdown and or a
Yeah,
whole real world reveal for the next game, like,
yeah, and like I mean, if
which
games
is
just
fucking
had
cool, like.
like say for like I don't know, like if just games made it feel like sometimes when they had like a special anniversary or like an event which felt related to it, where it felt like it was almost like a fresh take, and you're being
Mm.
almost it felt you being like really involved, like it mechanically create this cool. I don't know. It's weird to try and explain, but I that's why I always like Fortnite when they do their events. Like people are like, oh, it's like I'm like you got free fucking concert music. Like why are you complaining about it? Like that's pretty cool.
Because people complain.
But
That's what we do.
it was just cool that like because the whole surrounding area of the map, like everything changed perspectively. There was like towers and stuff to make it feel like it was like Times Square bleeding through the screen and you're in Times Square, but like a digital rendition of it, of course. But then that was real on the screen. But like just how they changed that and then the flick, the map changed back to its map, like because everything sucked back in. And I like that's cool though to
Right.
like have. It's like Rift Apart basically, like Ratchet and Clank, where like I haven't really
Yeah.
fully played it or looked at it, but like how that had that kind of warp element thing where like they rifted, like how
That's what I
that
mean. Like they
explained,
did that fucking years
like
ago. Like
yeah, like that kind of mechanical
cleave.
thing. That's so good and clean where you can just jump through, and you're being like you're literally taken to another world kind of thing. Like if
Yeah.
games had those kind of elements where you're playing something, but then it felt like a black hole opened up in the game, but it's not in, but you're in somewhere else. Control does that. Like Control does that. That's why I like
I mean,
fucking Remedy.
Control had a variation of that, but it
Yeah.
wasn't ripping from one to another. It was in the
No.
same, but they were just molding around.
Yeah, like those kind of things, always cool and trippy. Like where then you can like inspect the elements and stuff.
I mean, Control did that so fucking well though. Like they had things manipulated,
Yeah.
which is
And that's why
like that fucking puzzle room where you had to go like and the hallways changed,
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Everything, like the whole rooms changed. Like that's fucking trippy.
I just like when games do that, where you can like look from one perspective, because like there'll be nothing there, and you're in like an open room, and you can run around every square of the room. And then the event happens where like a portal cracks open, and you can like walk around it, and there's nothing, and it still looks like from one side where you can see the portal hole, but you walk around and it looks like a normal element. But when you look from the through, you're looking into a separate boxed room. I love games that
game I
do
played
that.
recently where you had portals and you're like, huh?
Yeah, and they're like
Ooh.
puzzle games and stuff. And I love when I always find it fascinating when games do things like that. When you're looking at one part of the world, but then they just change the elements, and it's like created a world within a world. But you can.
But games are the best thing to do it for because they can control everything. They control everything.
It's just,
as long as the devs are competent enough to do it,
and
don't make it cheesy, cheap.
Yeah,
it looks fucking good. Like if they put in effort.
Because that's like the same as like I think it was Superliminal. Superliminal. It was like the puzzle Subliminal, and it's like you had the objects, and like I like it when they do that, where there's like things are small, but then perspectively you place it, it can become big, and you can grab that object.
Yeah,
and
but
then
Don't Grounded did that when you chucked the fucking spear.
Well, that was by accident though.
That's like
I know, because we had the spear, we chucked it in the sky, and because of perspective wise, it ended up becoming. But like they did that by accident though. They weren't even. But like I love like that was by accident because that's
like the fact that it got massive.
Because I remember we did that, and we were able to pick it up, and then we threw it at the spider.
Like, hey, Daz, I just made a big spear. And you're like, what?
Yeah, I remember but remember when we picked it up and then we threw it at the spider? We had the big spear, we chucked it at the spider.
Oh, right.
Because we're like, let's see if we can use it. And it's just this big fucking spear slapped the spider. Like, how the fuck?
Also, I played Grounded recently, right?
Yeah.
And I was playing with some new people who never played it. So I showed them. Remember how we got the big grass wheels, like when you cut the stump, and they got massive when you
they popped.
Whoosh. I was like, because they didn't know about it. So I was like,
the multiplier.
do you want to see something cool? I was like, bam. massive.
Oh, that's so good.
Like the mine's.
Like, what the fuck? I know, Grounded's so good. It would be nice to go back, but like, I
I
personally
mean,
just haven't touched it.
I'm going to grab it on PS5 now. So
Well, I'll have to do that. Maybe play it again on that. Because I don't know, like I like to play it, and Ed's asked me a few times. I'm like, maybe, but like I've just enjoyed playing Grounded with you though. Like
we nearly finished it. Like
yeah, I know because once they got to those update points, we started just running
in early
around.
access.
Like, and that's what would be good to
That's
try
like
it
Sons of the
now.
Forest. Finish that in early access. Like,
It was not. We just. I know.
you know, I actually found the clips, Daz,
Mm.
of us going down that snowy mountain on the fucking toboggan thing. And,
Oh yeah, that was so good when we made the zip lines too. Because remember we built the zip line up the thing,
Yeah.
so we zip lined back up the hill, and then we slid down, and we're like, let's do this. So we like slid down, zip line back up.
Because I found the whole recording of the Sons of the Forest. I'm like,
Because you were like, what are you doing with the zip lines? Because I was like dicking around shooting all these zip lines. You're like, what are you doing? And I was like, you'll see. And then I was like, I created the perfect path because where we stopped. And then so like we kept going back up. So it was easy access. We just kept doing it for hours. Like fucking up the zips, down the slide. Oh, it's so
the
good.
thing about these games is they don't get physics 100%, but that fucking going down the mountain, pretty fucking accurate.
Well, we were invincible too because we'd get air, and when you land on stuff, you didn't die. Like it was indestructible. So you get massive air, and we were all trying to see like if we could hit that rock to like launch us, and then we'd hit down the ground and see like how far an air we could get and stuff. And it was fucking crazy.
We have to play that again at some point.
Well, I know the first Forest game, which doesn't have all that stuff, but the first Forest is on PlayStation. But it'd be cool if they brought Sons of the Forest to PS5.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the massive mountain you can just get a toboggan and go. Meow.
But I say it'd be cool if they do bring Sons of the Forest to PS5, and even maybe like I would buy that again.
I think it will after
because like
maybe.
I would buy it fresh, where it would be a completed game and play it from that. Like I know I got it on PC and I could play the updated version, but it just feels to me in my mind. The PC version is that pre-release version, even though we bought it. Like that's in my mind as PC, and I don't want to like taint that. Like that's the memories I have for that.
Right.
So like, yeah.
That's just one of them things, my boy. I just hope it does come to PlayStation because then I will play it again.
Because that's that's the same as with Grounded. Like what we did with that world, that was on Xbox. Like it'd be good to get it for PlayStation and like even then I didn't even buy it. I just played it on Game Pass.
Well, it's got all the updates and everything now, so.
I actually go through and get those trophies.
So maybe it be fucking. Well, I know there's more stuff. There's a praying mantis boss in that.
Well, I recently
bosses, everything.
Well, for PlayStation anyway, I recently bought the rest of those Resident Evil games I was missing. Picked up fucking 5, 6, and fucking 8 on special still because it was like the last day.
Well, I found out that them Resident Evil games 2, 3, 7 all come to PS5 on disc. Like,
yeah, no, 2.
Fucking
oh no, they're
physical
PS4.
PS5 games of them.
Yeah,
like,
they're on PS4. That's right, physically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's weird, yeah, because they're physical,
but
they're on PS5.
Get the upgrades for free because you own the.
Yeah. Oh, I think they already have them. I think
I'll get the upgrades if they have upgrades for the club or the discs as well on PS4. So.
But yeah, I got them cheap. That's why I was like, fuck it, I'll buy them cheap.
Yeah, same. I got them for like maybe $20 each, maybe.
But I mean,
Resident Evil 2, that remake. I actually had the freaking steelbook for that on Xbox.
Yeah, I got it.
It came out in 2019.
I won a copy of that, I think, on Xbox. Second one or third one. But
I was trying to find a steelbook for PS4. There is none because no one's selling it. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go back and finish playing more of 2. I got into it and then I just stopped playing because I didn't have time to really sit down and play it.
Right.
But now I've got the rest of the games.
Just one of them things. Like things.
It was fun.
Things happen.
That's it. Like things do happen. But no, it's fun playing games. It's just trying to find the right game to play that is gonna just hit right. But Grounded would.
I mean, fuck! I've been playing a lot of things recently.
I know you
also remember Horizon Zero Dawn had the remaster. I got it for $15.
Because the upgrade.
Yeah. I played a bit of it last night. It's fucking amazing. Just think of the first game, right?
Yeah.
But with Forbidden West fucking graphics.
That's alright then.
Like Nixie's did a good fucking port of that. And for $15, like, why the fuck not?
Yeah, it's 15 for non-special.
I'm just waiting for my Pro to turn up so I can run it at.
Yeah, that's gonna
The
be
30 FPS mode looks fucking amazing. I'll show you after the pig and potty. Like,
yeah.
it looks fucking amazing.
Um,
But I couldn't play at 30 because I was like, nah.
yeah.
Stream didn't complain. I was just like, nah. I want the solid 60 at like, I think it's maybe 4K 60. I think.
Yep.
But it's not as
Oh,
grand. But like, it still didn't be 1440 up to 4K upscaled. But I don't know.
that's the other thing I was gonna say as well. So when I was talking about Fortnite, so with the new update being like remix, it's going back to the older map. So, but it's like a weird collab, like hip hop music and rap stuff. So that's why they've got like Eminem and stuff coming. It's like a weird thing they're doing. But they've got this is actually kind of cool. I can't wait. I'm hoping it's in the game straight up. But they've got a special minigun in the game, as it's been shown. But as it fires, it's the what would you call it? The main part, the chorus, not the chorus. It's the whatever it is. But it's as you fire it, it sings, the gun sings Rap God as you fire it. So it's like, so you charge up and it goes, you know that part of Rap God where he raps really fast and he like says all that. So yeah, so imagine having that gun and as you charge up, yeah, because it has that whole, as you charge up, it sings the slow part and it goes, like that. It's like holy shit! Imagine just blasting that and just hearing that. I feel like though at first it would be great, and maybe over a while it may get a little bit like overdone, maybe, but
right.
But still, like that's kind of cool.
I mean,
that
it is what it is.
And the boogie bombs, they got the boogie bombs, but instead of when you throw them now, because the typical like usually used to when your boogie bomb goes,
the boogie bombs.
They've added sound to that as well, because usually it's just the boing, and then it's like the do do do, like disco music. But now it actually, when you throw the book, they could they're now Snoop boogie bombs. So you throw them and they play a Snoop Dogg song.
I'm kind of sad they copied that from Ratchet and Clank though, because like I remember when like playing the old Ratchet and Clank, so yeah, the thing was called the boogie bomb.
That's funny, and it made everyone dance.
I think, or the Dancetron boogie bomb. Hang on, I'm gonna see what it is.
But yeah, it's
I think they sold the name and everything.
Oh god. But yeah, no, but it's the Snoop Dogg boogie bomb, which is cool as. So that Snoop Dogg song plays and they do an emote like Snoop Dogg. I think it's like I'm like, that's kind of cool.
It is called the boogie bomb.
It is?
Well, Fortnite copied the Groovatron. I think they did call it the boogie bomb as well.
Yeah, or people call it boogie bomb.
This happened a long time ago.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. Oh, wake up. Yeah. Oh, why are we having issues? You're right there, Jib? You're freezing there, big boy. Oh. Technical difficulties. Someone copyright, no copyright. Nope. Jimbo. Oh, we've lost him.
What is happening?
Oh, you're back?
Yes.
You had issues.
The network fucking...
We lost you for a second there.
We got high wind. Maybe
no. That
was weird.
Yeah. Actually, you saw that video the other day where we had that tornado up here in Brisbane?
No.
Yeah, fucking through the Brisbane River, fucking tornado. The winds picked up real fucking bad and it created a water tornado.
A little fucking world tornado. Like...
Fucking wasn't little. It's fucking pretty big.
No, but...
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy though. People were like offshore from it in like the parkland areas and they were like bunkered down on one of the things and the wind was fucking like blowing like mad. Like it was fucking crazy. Shit was rifting up. Like it was a proper like tornado basically.
Here, like the the worst is like a little mini dust thing, like
Yeah.
goes around the fucking street. That's about it. Like about yay fucking high.
Yeah, no, it was wild. I was like, dang. As long as it just stays like that in Australia and doesn't get worse, we should be fine.
I mean, we only got 42k winds. It's fine.
We don't need none of those American tornadoes here in Australia. Like, the American can have
No,
those.
they're fucking cyclones, not tornadoes, my boy.
Oh, no, they have tornadoes. We have cyclones.
Yeah, but like they got fucking full on cyclones.
Yeah. Cyclones that create
Which
tornadoes.
we don't want that. I mean, up Darwin gets them, I think.
Like, we get cyclones and hurricanes.
Like
But-
it's more the tropical, like the top of Queensland, like
Yeah.
they get all the
Crazy.
shit stuff up there.
But no, so I'm waiting for that to load
The
up.
tropical
So
area.
I've got that downloading at the moment, so I'm hoping that's back up later and I can play some Fortnite.
What's
Check
that?
it out tonight.
Oh, Fortnite.
Check out the new season. It's only a mini season because it's a remix, so it's only like really small.
Mm.
So I don't know how long it runs to. If it runs to the end of the year and then the news chapter starts, or if it's like up to Christmas.
Who knows?
But but because all the licensed music's coming to Fortnite, few of us wondering if they're gonna finally slip in bloody Mariah Carey in for Christmas in Fortnite. Because we're wondering if it's gonna finally happen.
I said something to someone yesterday. It's like Mariah Carey's fucking that shit got old 20 fucking years.
I
ago.
know, like every time, like when Mariah Carey, like when November 1st,
Like
Mariah.
every fucking Christmas season is Mariah Carey
Oh.
fucking everywhere.
It's like fuck off with that song.
Her and fucking Michael Bublé.
I know. It's like oh. Why
I
do I
got
have to
nothing against them.
That's why I'm thankful I no longer work in retail, because the amount of times I heard fucking Michael Bublé and Mariah Carey on the fucking work fucking radio and retail singing their Christmas carols, like it fucked me off so much.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh. But
Fucking not.
but yeah, I don't know, that's just fucking mean. Yeah, what about how's your week been anyway? Mine, like I said, mine was fucking
Been a
been a
week.
week. It's been a week. I'm going on
Um,
about my week, venting,
The you know, just doing my thing,
doing your thing, playing games, chilling.
gaming, chilling. That wind is fucking insanity.
That's crazy.
Just jamming guitar usually.
Yeah.
Playing games. Been playing a lot
Also-
of Black Ops.
Yeah, I gotta look at
In
getting that this week.
2 days, I hit almost level 50.
Oh wow.
I'm like, I like this card.
Yeah, because
The-
we
the multiplayer.
yeah.
I have a full party of sticks to play with. I'm like, yeah.
No.
Actually, we got like 20 friends who play it, but
Yeah. Well, that helps when you get into a group that already has like a lot of people that are all playing the same kind of thing.
well, a lot of them today played for the first time in like 20 years,
Yeah.
like 15 years, and some picked it up like that, like this,
Yeah.
like they never left.
Well, this is gonna be the decider for me. I'm gonna, like I said to you, I'm gonna reinstate. I'm
And
gonna
Mill's
repurchase.
just bought it. He's installing it right now.
So I'm humming and hawing if I should buy it or not. So I'm contemplating, like I said, of renewing my Game Pass, downloading on Xbox, and if I get involved on Xbox, I'll most probably look at buying it for PlayStation. So yeah, that's what I'm. Because I don't know if I really want to dive into it or not. If I should just dive into it or, like, I'm very indecisive. I don't know. Like, otherwise, do I just bite the bullet and get it on PlayStation and be done with it, or?
I don't know.
Like if people are gonna play the multiplayer,
It depends on your freaking mileage.
like if people are gonna actually play the
Because I was playing
multiplayer,
zombies today.
Yeah.
Fuck, it was fun.
yeah. Like, cause
Because
like
you can
we
level up your guns for multiplayer in zombies. So.
zombies as well, yeah. Cause yeah, like it just annoys me that the games can be so expensive because I would buy them digitally half the time too, but I'm like, it's a lot of fucking money.
You have to buy this fucking digitally. There's only 160 meg on the fucking disc.
I know, but like, I mean, it's easy for me to buy physical, like, because I can just go to fucking put on Klarna or whatever and just pay it, easier that way.
But also, like, I mean, I got my steelbook for Black Ops 6, so...
Yeah, and it's plastic.
Hey.
The steelbook and game and its plastic wrapping.
That's still fucked.
Like, I don't know, like, I'm very... Because Well, the way the last COD, especially like because it was that COD 3, Modern Warfare 3, how that was on the Xbox was so bad. I don't know how they managed to make it worse when Modern Warfare 2 on the Xbox looked way better. Like, I don't know how they managed to fuck that up. So,
It's fucking Activision, my boy.
and so I'm like, I don't know what it's gonna look like if I buy Black. Oh, not even buy Black, but like get on Game Pass. I don't know how it's gonna play on the Xbox. Like
Yeah.
it's because it's both still last gen and new gen, but like well current gen and old gen. But
There's
my
probably a platinum on PS4 though.
maybe, but like so I'm like do I? So
Because
I'm
there
very
was some Modern
indecisive
Warfare 3.
because I know it's all cross play, so I could still play it on Xbox and like
Yeah.
play with everyone. But I feel like if I wanted to really get the experience out of it, I'd be better off playing it on the PS5 to actually get the proper quality. Like,
One thing about PS5, you don't get haptic feedback.
mm,
When the other games did.
mm, yeah,
I don't know, it just feels very what's the word? Shit.
mm.
But I'm having fun with
But that's what I
friends,
mean,
so
though. Like a lot of people playing it,
that's
and
the main
then
thing.
and a lot of people are really enjoying it. Like it's been apparently really good multiplayer, like refreshing compared to the other
I don't
multiplayer.
get that people love the campaign. I fucking hate it. Like it's serviceable. That's about it. Like
So
it's a
yeah, I don't know. So
campaign.
that's why I'm
How
very
the zombies in the campaign, bruh?
yeah. Well, that's what the last one did of Cold War did. Cold War did that.
I hated it.
It's very
Like
weird.
keep the zombies fucking separate.
And then they'll bring. Technically, they went down the route with Modern Warfare 3. Remember how they found the vial, but it was the vial. Remember how Modern Warfare 3 was crossing over with Black Ops? Do you remember that?
No, but it wasn't.
No,
It
it
was
was.
a vial of it was fucking-
But it was their approach to crossing over, though.
it
Like
was,
that was their kind of weird. Like even though it wasn't the main, it was like so weird.
well, I saw a video from IGN saying Activision should drop the Modern Warfare series and go with Black Ops forever. I'm like,
Mm. It's one of those things.
and they call it the best campaign in years.
I just don't know. I
I
don't
thought
know.
Vanguard was fucking better.
Because what does Mules have? He has his Xbox, doesn't he?
I think he might have bought it on PC, maybe.
When do you get a piece? Because what do you get?
I don't
Series?
know
He has,
how. I don't know what he got it on. Could have been Xbox. I don't know.
like it's got to be one of the because like I do like I used it's like I'm very indecisive because I don't want to just waste money when I could buy other games.
But you do that playing COD anyway. So, because just think you play it once for that year and that's it.
I know, like,
You never play it again.
but sometimes I mean COD is a nice relaxer relief where you just jump on and shoot shit and just be like, yeah, that was kind of fun. Like it's the wind howling,
No, can't you see the blinds moving? Like
just
they got a last little wave happening. Like
yeah,
what the
the
fuck?
breeze coming in. I mean, if people are playing, like if you, yeah, I don't know.
There's a lot of people to play with. There's a lot of us. We had two groups of teams for zombies. We had two different. We had four because you only had four in the party, so we had 4 and 4.
Yeah,
We had two parties, and then you'd switch like you'd
mix
like
it
random
around. Yeah,
teams up.
yeah, that's alright.
I don't know, like we just,
That's cool.
I didn't think these people would play COD. I really
Yeah.
fucking didn't. And then everyone just got it. I'm like, fuck.
I feel like I'm the only one that's like in the unknown territory, like unsure boat.
Well, I was like, well, I'm unsure still. I'm like, oh,
I don't they have a because that's
no.
because where did you end up getting yours from? Was it EB or no JB? Was it? Oh god, it's gone again. The wind. The wind is out. No, he's done frozen it again. The wind blowing him away. Ironically enough, as fucking Wizard of Oz. Oh, it's so cheap. Oh, that's so fucking cheap. Just use some of the money to fucking buy it. Oh, he's gone. He's lost connection. We lost Jim. He's gone. We'll wait for him to come back. I'll see if he comes back. Otherwise, we might have to wrap the podcast there. I don't know. Should I get Call of Duty? I do like the Steelbook. God damn it, Jim. Why are you gonna do this to me? Am I just gonna go buy it? God damn it. His net dropped. I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna find out if he's coming back. He might be going for good. Waiting to see the bigger. We won't leave yet. It's just me and you guys sitting here. So anyway, um, unfortunately, no Spotify. So you guys are clearly just getting it here on the YouTubes. So I've got to put a notice up somewhere, wherever I can, because I can't really post on Spotify to figure out this account thing. So it kind of sucks for the audio listeners. They're going to get it clearly delayed behind out of whatever, which sucks for them, because for a few listeners there. But if you get the word out, those are listening, if you get the word out, help us spread the word, as always for the podcast, and let everyone know what's going on. We'll try and post. Okay, so Jim's about to jump back in. I think we'll go onto the halls, because it's, yeah. We were at just over an hour and 13 minutes. I think we'll get that going when he gets back. Come on, Jim. Let's fruition Jim back with me. Jim! Everybody shout Jim. Jim! 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 Bring him back into... Jim! Praise be Jim!
That time.
Worked.
Fuck.
I was getting everyone to shout Jim
Yeah,
with me. Again, all the listeners and viewers to shout Jim with me to try and bring you back. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah. Well, I might look at picking it up. It's only like what 99 still, and apparently they have steelbooks, possibly. So
Yeah. Right.
I do want the steelbook. So
Well, you want to check if they got steelbooks first before you buy
yeah.
it. Like, you want to check first.
But yeah, 99 ain't bad. 99.
Because you don't want to get it and go, well, that's not, there's like no fucking steelbook for that.
I know. Oh my god. But then my phone internet's being so fucking shit.
I think it's a fucking country thing. Like, what the fuck is
I
happening?
don't know what's going on with the mobile network, but it's fucking shit.
I thought
Oh
you
my.
connected to your fucking Starlink.
No, I'm connected to my own data.
Or you're not.
I'm gonna have to connect to
Yeah, but-
Starlink at the moment.
Hey.
So I'm gonna have to connect to Starlink. I didn't want to while I was doing shit.
Well, you have to anyway. Like, come on. Like, it's it's there. Like,
Yeah, but I was updating Fortnite and it was taking forever on the PlayStation because the big update.
everyone's trying to do that at once, though.
Oh my
Of course, speed
god,
will slow down. Oh,
phone's being shit.
that's weird.
Should be
That
hyper.
wind is fucking insane.
Was there anything else, or we want to get onto the fucking hauls and start wrap the episode up just in case we ever drop out again?
Yeah.
Nothing else
Have
to.
you got anything this week for hauls?
Yeah, I got a couple of new vehicles. Before I said we got the Resident Evil games, so I bought those this week on special. Last bit of the PlayStation sale, picked those up on the PSN. Just trying to see if I can find this thing. But I did pick up some other stuff. I picked up some physical items here. So I got some Hot Wheel cars. I picked up a couple this week, but I wanted to show these ones off. So I found a because I think I've already got one. I can't remember if I showed this once before, but I got a Tesla Cybertruck. Got myself a Tesla Cybertruck.
Dang.
Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
My fucking Rocket League car.
And I got one of the Transformer line Bumblebees in Hot Wheels. These have been really hard to come by because everyone's going mad for them. But I also got a nice shiny one. There's a matte version, like a matte yellow, traditional yellow, and then there's the shiny version. So I found a shiny one. So
they look gold,
metallic. Yeah, it's gold. Yeah, so one's gold, one's yellow. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, they're my.
You can't beat the Bumblebee yellow. Like that yellow is just.
That's it.
The yellow and black.
So that was pretty cool. It's got like the badge on the front as well. The Autobot badge, which is pretty cool.
Autobot badge.
And I picked up some other stuff. I thought, fuck it, I might as well pick it up because it was cheap at Kmart. They got it in a while back, but they've had it I think it's been out for a while. Came out, I think, copyrights 2022. Made by the USopoly company. USAopoly. Since we were talking about Monopoly games. It's not Monopoly, but it's made by a company that's called Opoly, or USAopoly, ironically enough. But no, got this cheap. It was only $12, but it's a board game. It's Disney Sorcerer's Arena, Epic Alliance core set.
Nice.
The opening games. But yeah, it was only $12. Picked it up from Kmart, and they had them on clear. Like they had them for like, I think when I checked the other week, it was like 15, and they dropped them down to 12 for clearance. And I'm like, well, if they're on clearance now, they're trying to get rid of them because they're just not selling, I guess.
It's like chess or something. Like
it's like a battle game. So kind of like not like exactly like chess, but it'd be like the old token, like
like you'd fight like percentages.
You call the cards, So so I was like, that's not bad for fucking $12. Pretty cool. So
no, that's fucking. Hey, just think, your power goes out, you get bored, you got nothing to do, you can play that. Like
exactly. So it's not bad. What's it? Oh. I'm trying to have a look at this thing. Is it any stores or if we order it delivered?
what?
I'm just double checking. Oh no, there are stores that have stock. Okay. Cool. Might have to look at grabbing Black Ops.
Yeah.
And the other thing, because this has been more related to me doing my like He-Man Skeletor videos lately, because it's so fun. So I've taken a different way of doing like unboxing videos, and these are a fun way of doing because these are the things. But I've got this is a special like line they've released. That's the mini brands, but it's in a 4-pack tube. It only cost $25, so it actually makes the balls a lot cheaper.
Oh, dang.
So usually a ball is like $10 to $12 per capsule. But for $25, like that's a fucking steal.
What even is that thing?
They're all like little mini like foods and like objects and stuff.
Oh.
So it works. They're perfect size. Like the scale of those are actually really good for He-Man and Skeletor. So they've been like, I've been buying these so they're like props for my characters for when I'm doing my skits and stuff. So, but basically what I've been doing is I've been buying these and technically in a sense unboxing them, but using them in the sense as like props. So like it's a different kind of unboxing. It's not just a normal like, oh look at this, here's this, I open it up, unbox it, let's see what we got. It's like kind of doing another layer where I have the characters kind of unboxed in a sense themselves. So it's like where it could be like, oh, I've been to the shops. What did I bring back? And there's like a trolley full of these like, I've gone through and opened them all up, but put them in the trolley, and it'd be like, oh look, I've got eggs. I've got like a lunchbox, like, and it's like it's a different way of doing an unboxing. So it's like kind of fun. And I did one that I filmed yesterday because it was kind of like a Halloween video where it was like Skeletor forgot, and he's just like, oh my god, it's Halloween, trick-or-treaters are coming, we need to find, because it's like the last minute rush to like, okay, trick-or-treaters are coming at the door, we need to find like, what do we have, because you want to be that person, so like, I did a skit where it's like, oh, it's Halloween, trick-or-treaters are coming, and He-Man and Skeletor had to like find some last minute stuff around the house, so I used that as the unboxing approach. So I had another prop from another set where it's like a little cardboard box of like an actual like cardboard package box, and it's like it's only like to ratio standards, the box would okay. Where's the box here? So to actual scale, like out me and you scale, the box would most probably be like this big in real retrospect to us. So imagine them to like their scale size. But when I did it, so it's like the box is like, oh, what's inside? And it'd be like, oh my god, it's like this, and then it'd be like, what else is in there? Oh my god, there's a box. Like it was like an infinite-ended box, so like I had like all these objects coming out of the box, and it's just like, it's just like I thought it was kind of funny where it's just like the bottomless box. So like they're going through it. And it was like a fun way of like technically doing an unboxing because it literally was a box, and they were taking it out. Like it was like my brain was just like, this is kind of funny. Honest, do stupid humor, and like. One of the items he pulls out is like it was like, because it was a foodie one, and I had like a burger come out and like some dumplings, and one of the ones was the 12-inch Subway sub. So it's like the whole thing was like pulling it out of the box. So like, and it was fun how I had to hold it. So I had like the bottom opened up, the top open, like it looked like they were looking at it, and I had to like push my finger, push the objects through, so it looked like they were pulling it out of the box. And just having this 12-inch sub come out of the box, it just felt like never ending. It just felt like this giant fucking sub coming out of the box. It was just ridiculous. It was just funny. And then it was just like, oh, surely after like these 3 items come out, there's nothing else, and it's like He-Man's like, oh my god, I think there's still more things in here. Let me shake it out. So I had him like make it look like he's shaking the box, and stuff's just falling out of it. So I just had the box and dropped objects. So it's like just shit's coming out of it. I'm like, that's just fucking hilarious to me. I was like, I want to do that, just like the bottomless box, because to me, those gags were always funny growing up. Like having like a small bag. And it's just like pulling out like a shovel out of a backpack. It's like, what? How did you get like the full steel fucking wooden
thing? Is like this massive fucking shovel.
Like those. Huh? Those made me laugh, and that's why I wanted to rendition. So it was funny. It's like they pulled all this food out, and then I left it and did like a behind the scenes, because I even actually had behind the scenes because my takes weren't happening properly, so I made a behind the scenes video. But I did one today to kind of follow on from it, but it's meant to be like art. But they're sitting there and they're like, oh, and then because Skeletor's like, oh, I love my sub, and I made it like He-Man's eating the dumplings, and then Skeletor's like, I think I'm forgetting something, and it's like. They forgot that it was Halloween because they were too busy fucking enjoying the food that they found. Right. And then they forgot trick-or-treaters were coming, and they're just munching on the food that they were going to give away to trick-or-treaters. It was just like, just a narrative I was going for. I was like, that's just, to me, this shit's fucking hilarious to me, but I'm thinking of like that stuff that, like, it feels like almost like Monty Python-esque kind of like humor and stuff like that.
That's the humor that like Robot Chicken would have done in like
and like Robot Chicken and stuff, like that's what I've been going for. So it's like I don't know, those kind of things just make me like laugh, and it
like
does
an
feel
Adult Swim like little thing is like
because that was like a video I did. It didn't get enough views because I tagged like Adult Swim, and I did a video because I filmed one video with the other version of my character, like the other version of the Skeletor and He-Man, the more like detailed, bigger figures, and I filmed that. And I was like, I was going to upload it that, and I was like, left it for a bit in my drafts, and I was like, wait a second, I can extend that. So that's where I had like the whole TV show, and I made like, had the whole scenario play out, and it was Skeletor watching it, like he was watching Masters of the Universe. So I made it like he was watching that on, but it was like Adult Swim, because I had like the logo pop up, like it was a joke that they were watching Adult Swim, and it was like a Masters of the Universe version. And he's just like, what the hell is this? Like, what? It's like, why are you doing like what? It's like so my brain of like humor has been thinking of different like fourth wall, like not fourth, maybe kind of like semi fourth wall, because like they're watching themselves doing stuff in a show, but it's like based on it's like yeah, I don't know. I'm just like
Right.
I just got that. It's just like creative for me that I'm doing. It's just funny, but like to me, I'm making myself laugh. The kids kind of, I show the kids and they're kind of mildly entertained. I mean, their humor is different. Half the
Right.
shit they watch nowadays is literally brain rot. So they
Oh
don't.
yeah, like
Our,
compared to when we were kids, we had shit like what you
I mean,
got now. Like,
like I mean, Monty Python. We had Monty Python. That was our level of brain rot, where it's like the fucking the Monty Python's silly walk. Like, I mean, we found that funny, and it was just like a guy walking down the thing doing a skip and a hop and a like. I mean, that's technically our brain rot. Like, we thought that was fucking hilarious. Like,
it, yeah,
and it
right.
literally was dumb. And I can watch it still today, and I'll still find that hilarious. And like, there's like the fucking like there's the lumberjack song or like the fucking parrot, the pet store, where he's like the dead parrot. It's like I would like to return my parrot. It's like what's wrong with it? It's dead. No, it's not dead. Look, he's like smacking the fucking thing against the bed.
Right.
The bed. It's like it's bloody dead. Like that's like our humor. Like that's or like the really funny joke. Like that
It's
was
the
always
freaking errors, man. Like,
because that's always another stupid one, like the really funny joke where like
it's
no
it's
one,
it's it's like how our grandparents laughed at stuff that we didn't laugh at.
yeah,
Like they thought that was funny, but we
but
didn't.
we didn't
And
get
we
it.
think
Yeah,
things are funny. The people these days don't think it's funny. Like,
yeah, exactly.
and just think the stuff they think is funny, we don't find funny half the time. Like,
Yeah, like it's just but it definitely really
I'm
influenced.
just
Like,
going, nope, I'm done.
nope, I'm done. Definitely, but
Like,
yeah,
why?
but nothing beats. I always find Monty Python humor is such a solid. You can never go wrong with that.
Right?
Benny Hill,
Exactly.
never
Benny
go wrong.
Hill. Oh, right. I mean,
Like
no, you you really can't.
but Monty Python was really the best. I think out of a lot of it.
Yeah, but not all of it. Though. The thing, like they had their like Monty
Even their shit
Python and the
was
Holy Grail, is probably the best fucking
yeah.
Monty Python thing ever. Like,
Even sometimes when they covered things that were really fucked up, like the narratives, like they still were
mm,
good about it.
right?
Like that one, which was like the one that was always disturbing to me was like that real fat, like the fat guy that kept eating too much until he exploded. Like that was funny, but messed up because they went violent with that. Like they actually made a mannequin, they made it like they blew it up. Like it was crazy.
Right.
But now it's something completely different.
I put fingerprints all over my thing. Stop.
All over your thing. But yeah, no. So
I put
I don't know. That's
fingerprints.
why I'm like going a different layer. Like I want to unbox things differently, and I've ordered some stuff off Temu, some more miniature brand stuff because I want to try and do some more things. But I which was pretty cool because I got they'll come like in a couple of weeks, so I'll show them off too. But
Yeah.
the mini beers, so I've ordered more of the mini beers because they're perfect size for the He-Man Skeletor, like the actual
Right.
accurate size to like proportion scale, which is so good. But on Temu they have like 8 packs. Like they sell them as like 8 packs, and they actually come in little like
Dang.
carton boxes, like little stubby carton boxes. So you actually open the boxes up and they're all like packed in them. And I was like, I need to buy
Dang.
those just for like the prop. They look so cool. I was like, and so I bought it for
Right.
different drinks. So I've got like already had the Coronas, but I bought a few other ones off Temu that were different drinks, just so I can have like a bar. I'll build like a bar maybe for him or something. There's another guy on TikTok that does Skeletor stuff, but he's a bit more mature with it. So he's like sometimes swears a little bit, and he does like more like the sexual innuendo kind of jokes and stuff. I'm like, I feel it. I mean, it's a bit like I know Skeletor can be a bit like that, but I keep it more kind of PG-ish. But like I like to be more grounded, so I'm not like cheap shotting it like
Right.
with Skeletor swearing his ass off or being like perverted. So I find it more fun anyway.
And it is what it is. People have their own taste.
Yeah,
Like,
everyone has their own approach to it, but it's just still crazy. Like it's yeah. It just feels awkward because like I'd been doing unboxings before, and I'm trying different ways of doing it, and like they kind of do similar stuff, but they do their way of doing it. So I'm like, you got to find your way to be different, so you don't feel like you're doing the same
right.
thing. So like where him like their videos, like they have Skeletor and they do the talk, but then they do like the unboxing of like the little mini things. Like I've done that with mine, but like when I do those kind of unboxing where you see my hands, it's like other figures. So like I'm unboxing other figures, and that's when the only time you see my hand. But I talk as Skeletor and I'm the assistant. So he'd be like, I'd be doing even with my hand gestures, like in the last video I did when I was unboxing one of the other He-Man toys from the later generations. I had like Skeletor being like, "You human, be my assistant," and open, commanding while I'm doing it. And then the hands and like I grabbed He-Man and he was like, "No, put me down!" Like Toy Story style. Like I grab him and I shake him around and He-Man's getting mad at me and like like because I'm Skeletor's assistant, but I'm adding that different layer,
Right.
so it's like they're just hands. Like it's like Skeletor might not do the voices of He-Man and Skeletor. They're still their own entities, and the hands aren't me. They're just like props. So my hands become props when I film it. So
Yeah, it's like how
nothing's
you have
involved me.
just the hand out of nowhere and they're just grabbing shit.
Yeah, they're like
There's no one connected to it. It's just
yeah, they're just
it's
hands that are
just the
there.
assistant.
Yeah. So I'll never really. I try not to like have my own voice or anything, but just trying to be there to assist the whole step by step process. So, but when I'm filming like on TikTok, I try to keep my hands out of it. So like it feels
Yeah.
more of all the shorts at least that it's literally the characters doing their own thing. Like you will never see me try and rarely see my hands unless it's a blooper outtake. Then that's when you see it because it's a blooper outtake. So that's the only time where you really see my hands relate to that. But I try to keep all that out of it because it's like I'm trying to create the personality for them, like the Skeletor and He-Man are the toys, but like I'm trying to make them in the sense that they are alive almost, like they have their own
Right.
personalities, they have their own entity existence. Where some people are doing voices and playing with them, like they're playing them as toys.
Yeah.
Like I'm coming from that different approach, like that I'm trying to make it like it's a cartoon, but it's live action cartoon and that they're toys.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I know it's something that I'm definitely passionate for. Like it's a
And
little
you're
passion
fucking
project.
passionate about it, do it.
So it's yeah. I usually get it in one take sometimes, which is good because it's the idea. Like I'll take it as the take, and that's kind of the aspect as well.
Because
Is
if you do it more than once, you start thinking
yeah,
about it. It's like,
it may not work, and sometimes I come from a different
yeah,
approach, and I feel like I like taking it in a one shot take because it makes the characters feel more natural and almost real because
because I did that with my
it's that
Yowie things. When I did my
yeah
stop motion, it was mostly one take. Like I just do it all in one thing.
yeah
Because if you stopped, it was kind of like you would lose it as well.
yeah
Like
loss of
you,
momentum.
yeah, like you just like, well, that's fucked. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
mm,
And that's exactly it. So sometimes I'll do like I've got a like I said I was able to do the bloopers because I did a take where it was like, and it even because I'm doing the impressions and they can almost feel like the characters are coming to life. It's funny when I make takes and end up having bloopers where it's just like because it's like I am voice acting for him, but it's weird. Like because I'll do a take with
yeah,
like with the subway clip where like the food one where it's like it was weird because like it takes over me and like he comes out and it's just like, oh, this is mine, I'm gonna eat all to myself, and it's like, okay, that's kind of funny, but it wasn't the take I wanted, so I'll like stop recording
yeah,
and he'll be like, he like, oh my god, this is big, or it's like, no, that didn't really work, but like they're like, it's like him trying to readjust his lines, like it's weird, like
right,
even though I'm doing it for like doing it for my like it's me doing it, it's almost like these characters have their own personality. And that's like I was saying with Al, like I've got other versions of these characters, like I could buy toys to replace them. But I feel like the personality that I've created it is specifically those versions of the figures. Like they've
right,
have that personality. Like I could buy or get others to replace them, but it wouldn't be the same ones. Like I feel like if anything was to happen, that'd be that version gone. It would be a newer version of Skeletor. It'd be
yeah.
slightly
It'd be
different. Like
like a kind of like a reboot. Like you'd
yeah,
be something else,
yeah, it
like
would be
someone
different. It
else.
would be the same
Mm,
personality exactly because it's weird like how the imagination creates that identity for those types of characters.
right,
So I don't know, it's just weird how my
yes,
creative process is like that was like me with that the if what's it that purple? Blue. He's purple, but like blue, like I felt specifically when I was looking at him like something about him was calling to me, like he felt right and the personality was just like my imagination as well captured that personality for him, then specifically that one. And I looked at all the other ones, and all the other versions felt empty, like they had no life or soul.
Right.
Where that one specifically was like, this one is, like anyone looks at it, that you would think, okay, it's just a plush toy, and you look at all of them empty, it's like, okay, you just fill them with stuff, they're all the same. But I don't know, it's like, to me, in my imagination, like, that specifically, like, that toy had a soul, like, it created in its own existence, and that's why I was like, no, I need to
Right.
get it. Like, it just, something about it was just like, there's a specific, my imagination has created an identity for this one only, and all the others have no souls, where this has a soul. And it's just weird when things like that happen. It's just like a weird, I don't know, little like light, like a little light turns on, like a switch. It's like, bing, that's. It is what it is. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. It's
Like everyone's got their own process. Like
yeah. So that's like, even like that Skeletor I painted. It was based off the same Skeletor figure, but I made it purple because he's based off the Eddie Funko, and so therefore his has its own personality. Like, it's different. Even the voice is different for him. So
yeah,
it's
right.
a weird play on it all. So, imagination is interesting, creativity processes, and I always wonder if, like, is this what voice actors feel when they're doing voice acting?
All
Like,
right,
do they,
to
or
some point,
actors,
right? Like,
or even like actors when
mm.
they're getting to a role, like when they take on the identity of a character, like, do they go through this process? Like, do they feel immersed into it? Like, it's an interesting process.
I mean, you know, some people do.
Like Tom Hanks, like, does he always
I've
feel
seen
like,
it.
does he always feel like
Mm.
Woody, like, or is it like when he gets into that character, like, it really just comes back to him, and like
It
he,
just clicks.
yeah,
Like
and
he
and
gets
he's like
into
Woody,
the character. Like,
yeah,
mm.
like it
I
always,
mean,
it's always,
there's got to be something, right? Like,
yeah,
because if you half-assed it, you wouldn't get the character. Like,
yeah.
it wouldn't be as genuine.
Mm. So that's what I always wonder.
And like the Toy Story acting is genuine. Like you can hear the
Yeah,
enthusiasm,
like
you can
the
hear
yeah, they
everything.
said
Like,
there's the despair, the fucking frustration of how Woody actually like conveys it as being like a toy, like it comes off brush or whatever,
right? Like
It's really cool. I just,
it's just
yeah,
one of
it's
them
just,
things. Like you either got it or you don't really. Like
mm,
that's why like they turn down character because like get into the character. Like
yeah.
or the thing's just shit.
Well, I was
Um,
like, I don't think I sent you the clip. I don't think I did, but I came across a clip on TikTok. It was the voice actor who does Cow and Chicken.
oh yeah.
Did I send you that or not? I think I did.
I've
No,
I've been seeing that recently. Anyway, like, it
but
was
yeah,
weird.
but yeah, he was like working out. He's like ripped as, and he's like
Mm.
working out. And he's like started doing like cow, like, and it's like 3, 5, and like counting, and like, and then there's like no, and then like chicken's like, I'll show you how to count. But, like, it's just so cool, like jump, but it feels like it. Like when they get into the
Right.
voices, it actually not just like a voice. Like, you feel the personality behind it. Like, you actually
Because
feel like you're watching that
he
character.
also
Like,
done the Red Man
yeah,
as well.
like does but like that's what they do all that. And it's just like, it's really cool because you're not just hearing a voice. Like, you actually almost
No,
imagine seeing those characters there doing that. Like, it's that creative. Like, it's good to
same
like,
as fucking Tom Kenny and SpongeBob. Like it's the same
yeah,
thing.
like when he does the voice, like you envision SpongeBob's is there when you
I
hear that
am
voice.
kind of angry at people who say that like SpongeBob sounds like shit because like Tom Kenny got way older.
Yeah,
Like
like it just
of
changes a
course
bit.
SpongeBob's voice is gonna change like
Yeah.
slightly. Like fuck.
Oh, it's just crazy, but it just makes me think.
There's
Yeah, I
no
wonder
one
what the
else that
process
could
is.
do that. Like there's no one else that can get to do that.
And I can't remember who it was that said it, but it was like they'll talk about like when people do like voice impressions and stuff, and they basically said that like you have a voice and you can do a voice, and if you try and do an impression of a
Yeah.
voice, that just becomes a new character. So if you do
Mm.
an impression where it sounds like that character, it just becomes a new character and used as a new character. So like
Yeah.
it's easy, if it sounds off. So like you could be trying to do like a, like my Rick and Morty, like me doing my Rick and Morty, just because it sounds off. It's just another version of Rick and Morty, even, like, or
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
or
But
they could
some
be
people
like
don't
a
get
different
that.
character, like, and that's really cool. Like, you just find that voice. If it works and you can do it, that becomes whatever character you make. You decide to put it with, and it's cool. Like,
Right.
I like voice acting. I think that's why I do the whole Skeletor thing, because it's kind of like a weird voice acting impression. I don't know.
I fucking wish I did that, but I can't now because my voice has been fucked.
But you just, well,
'Cause
that's
I
the thing,
fucking stream so much.
but you find a vocal range where you put a voice on,
Right?
and yeah, just any kind of voice, and you just do any kind of character.
Just hopefully you can replicate it for multiple things.
It's only when I'm like partially sick or have a sore throat that my Skeletor gets a bit rough. I have to pay, because I can still always do like the Skeletor. I'm like, my He-Man always comes naturally to me, like because it's just going like a lower pitch. So it's like, I'm getting scared. Oh, where are all things? Like it's almost got the distress. Like every time I do my He-Man, he sounds kind of distressed every time. So it's like, oh, why are you eating that? Or I need to find, like it almost sounds like a belittled might. Like it's a weird thing because like he's meant to be mighty and powerful, but like that's just how I do the deep voice for him that I made up for him. Like He-Man clearly doesn't have a deep voice, but when you hear it, you kind of, and you see it like, oh, that works. You know, you go, oh yeah, that's He-Man. But then if you actually look at He-Man, you're like, he sounds nothing like that. But it conveys, and that's like the same with my Skeletor. It's just like, yeah, He-Man, like, but I gotta go higher. And it's like, I'm coming for you, like, but like, it's close to one of the older versions where I see other people doing their impressions, and it's quite different. But it still conveys, like, it's not exactly perfect, but it
because
conveys.
he's that very high nasally.
Because he has no nose. But like, you think, okay, I have no nose. You think the block nose would make Skeletor sound better, but it's not. It's because I'm putting on the impression of a nasally nose that makes it work.
Hey, man! Like...
Yeah, exactly. And there's some people that do Skeletor voice. There's one guy who does a Skeletor voice. It's not even like really a voice. It's just the dude talking with Skeletor on the image, and it's just like, you're not really. It's like the fucking voice actor they got for the COD game. It's fucking shit. Like, I like the skin, but the voice actor for it's fucking shit.
That COD one was fucking terrible.
It's so bad. So at the moment, it's annoying because I wanted to film.
Fucking terrible. Like, I don't even got like.
Yeah, but there has been times where I've filmed shorts where I have been sick and actually played it off that Skeletor was sick. So like it worked if in the narrative where I made him sick as well. So it's like, I've got a cold, He-Man. I don't feel too good, you know. So that's where I got away with it. But if you have that in the same sense, you could do that as a different voice. So I could try and do Skeletor with a blocked nose and sore throat. That now becomes a new character. So I could be like, yeah, I'm an old man and I need to can you please help me get groceries from the store, child? You know, that's become a whole new character. Like, it works. Because it's just a voice. Like, it's just crazy when you think about it. I've been watching off different videos from voice actors. Like, I like voice acting, but it definitely is a lot because it's a lot of strain on your throat. If you get sick, your whole fucking vocal range changes unless you've got a character, like I said, like my He-Man, that works no matter what. If I've got a sickness or not, I can still hit that vocal range. It's just Skeletor gets screwed over. So it's trying to find, it's a hard market. So
it's always the higher registers that get fucked up when you're sick.
Yeah. So hopefully
it's not just that. Like, both do, but it's to different degrees.
Otherwise, actually that'd be kind of funny. I should try and do one where Skeletor's lost his voice. Just cheap ass it. And Skeletor's lost his voice, and He-Man's like getting frustrated with him. I can't seem to understand you. What are you saying? He's like, and then like, getting mad with him. There's like, that'd be funny because it's just I can't get the voice right.
People ideas saying that.
Yeah, but like you give people ideas, but how they convey it is different to how, you know what I mean. So
you can give the one thing to 10 different people, you get 10 different results.
Different results. That's the crazy part. That was actually,
unless you're epic and you just steal things in 1-to-1, but
that was actually earlier. That was the funny part, actually. That's because like AI has everything, and AI is everywhere. It's like that's the worst part. It's getting worse with AI these days. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, even when you Google something, it always has like the AI now. Like, AI gives you a synopsis of like what you're trying to search for. Instead of being Google giving you like here's what you're looking for. It's like AI now. It's fucking annoying. That's everywhere. But because it's AI, it tries to give you a response that's almost human-like. So it gives you things that you think you need to. It's trying to suggest because it's trying to. And I was looking up because a few of us were playing Fortnite earlier, and we were looking at like when Aloy was last in Fortnite, like the item shop, and it was like Aloy was last in the item shop like March last year, blah blah blah. It's like to get access to this character, use creator code, like, and it had this creator code. Well, like, you don't need a creator code to unlock a character or gain access to a character. It would just be in the item shop when it's in the item shop. It's like AI somehow was plugged to like plug someone's fucking creator code. I was like, what the fuck? It's like AI needs to calm the fuck down, like fuck off. But it's just kind of weird. It's like AI is suggesting to use someone's creator code. Like that's the response he got
Right.
from like correlating, item shop character. Like, okay, you want to buy it. If you're gonna buy it, you're gonna like fucking use a creator code to give support. It's like, fuck off. Like, you're giving like the wrong, like a right but also wrong answer at the same time, and like that's the crazy part with AI. Like people are fucking. I'm going on a different subject now, but it's in the same line of what we're talking about. I'm just seeing shit from AI lately, and friends posting stuff about AI, and it's just fucking hilarious. Like people like with jobs and fucking trying to get AI to replace the jobs. It's like you're not gonna get. Someone's like, they're like looking at switching to AI for like creative based idea, so they could cut. Then that's cutting out a team of people. But people have thinking that also includes outside of the box thinking. AI is just going to be scripted thinking. So whatever job sites are all trying to use the same question, you're all going to end up with the same result because it's AI. It's all programmed to think the same way. It's like that's what I said. It's like you fucking ask AI for some project plan, and it will come back with 3 different things that are all based on like I don't know, like it's just fucking AI's dumb. If different companies do the same thing,
I fucking hate it.
like people are like, oh, we'll do this, cut corners. It's not innovative. Having a team of people is what innovative. It's because you're actually having people think, design, actually physically play around with things, not ones and zeros going, we think this is how that works. Because, what is it? There's a word, I can't remember which word it was, but it doesn't know how to count letters properly. So if AI can't count letters properly, then it's fucking dumb.
Like it can't even do basic simple things.
There's a word, I can't remember what it was, but they keep confusing. AI keeps getting confused with it because like I can't remember what word it was, but it's like, for example, it's like there's a word with multiple letters. It's like got 3 T's or something in it, and so it's like, how many T's are in this word? It's like there are 2 T's. It's like clearly there's 3 T's in this word. And it's like spell it out. It'll spell out. The AI would go, and if you got AI to spell out the word, it would mention the 3 T's, and then you go, how many T's are in this? It goes, there are only 2 T's. It's like, no, there isn't. Like, you literally spelt it out in the order. It's like, if AI can't get its programming around that, you shouldn't be trusting it and trying to give you ideas on project. Like,
no.
Like, that's just lazy. That's why you have a think tank. A think tank of people, not a think tank with one AI. Like, fuck.
Right, like...
I hope people use these. I really hope.
I like AI as a support, not a creator. Like,
yeah,
it shouldn't create things.
But
it should help support things.
I honestly hope that these companies that use AI for those processes and like not hire people, use them thoroughly and suffer the consequences. Like, I hope it bites them in the ass. You know what I mean? Like, use them to create these idea projects, and the projects fuck up on them, just so they can get bitten in the ass and be like, oh, we need to hire people to get actual think tank, Because without actual testing, that's the point of having a think tank. You theorize, you go through it with people start creating it, see if it works, find it doesn't work, you go back to step 1 or step 2. People trying to cut corners with AI, trying to jump to the final product from the beginning, you're not finding the evolution. You're not, like, I can do a painting and be like, okay, I've done a painting in a day, and find that, okay, it seems finished, but then leave it and come back going, that can change. AI is not going to do that. AI is literally just going to be, okay, we're done, here you go, and people go, okay, let's manufacture that. It's like, you didn't think of the flaws, or the fucking safety, or the fucking hazards, or it's just done what it thinks it needs to do to get the end result, which could be hazardous in the process. Like, it's just fucked. I don't know. I've been rambling on. I didn't even fucking. You got your haul there. I fucking rambling on again. I'm fucking.
Oh, good, me boy.
I'm just fucking. I don't know.
One of them one of them days.
Yeah, one of those fucking days. I want to know what you got. I actually do want to know. I'm not trying to like. It's just get me started. I get fucking stuck. Let me see what you got. I want to see.
Well, the guitar was one of them, but I'm not bringing it out here just to fucking go.
Oh, so you actually got the guitar?
Yeah, I sent you the picture, didn't I?
No, you didn't. I don't think I've sent it yet.
I can go over and grab it in a second.
Send me a photo afterwards, and we'll
but-
yeah. Oh, you got
Hannibal
your
Lecter.
yeah, you got your box set. Oh no, it's frozen. No,
break again.
back.
That just break again. Fuck me then. But like the Hannibal Lecter trilogy, my boy.
Yep, you got it. Came nice.
Which-
That's actually pretty cool. The mask on it.
I was surprised how they came actually. Like
Oh,
they're actually the proper.
yep.
I'm like, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, that's cool.
So I've already watched them anyway, but
Yeah.
so I was still thinking bought it.
But it's a box set,
Yeah, like-
exactly.
It just sucks. It's only like the UK version. Like it's not
Yeah.
an Aussie thing.
Oh, we might get it eventually. Who knows?
But I've now got it.
That's all right.
Then I got these in a bundle. I have the third one coming, and
Yeah.
I bought Overlord. 1
Oh
and 2.
yeah.
I played for the first time a few days ago. That game's fucking amazing.
It is. They're so good. They're just nonsensical
The
fun.
main thing I like, the voice acting. It's over
Oh.
the fucking top nonsense.
Yeah, those fucking minions. Oh,
Not just that, but like you got the freaking jester who calls you like all
yeah.
his names, and you like then you kick him and shit. Like
You just bash
But,
them up.
yeah. But I grabbed on the Xbox 360 Fear
Nice.
and Fear 2
Yeah.
because they're
Nice.
back compatible with Series X.
Yeah.
So
That's why I picked them up that time when I found them.
it's the best way to play them because they get the upscaled 4K, to get the upscaled fucking frame rate. I did test Fear 1 earlier. That's what I was doing when I was in here, but
Oh,
I
yep.
wasn't here.
Yep.
I had to install them. They're like 4 gig each.
Yeah, they're not massive, crazy.
And I got the third one coming.
Oh, let's
So-
do the third one. The third one's hard to come by.
The third one, yeah, I found the collector's edition as well.
Oh, nice.
I didn't grab it because I didn't at the time, but I
Oh,
probably
yeah.
should.
Yeah, it's hard to come by sometimes.
Come to the statue and everything.
Mm.
But I'll grab the guitar as well, real
Okay.
quick.
Yeah, because I haven't seen that.
because it is fucking amazing. I love it. I'll be back.
Jim's grabbing his guitar. Jim's grabbing his guitar. I got a big tube. I got a big tube. I got a big tube. It's true. Is there a tape spot? I don't want to rip it briefly open. Not gonna unbox them. I just want to take. Well, technically, it's unboxing them. Taking the plastic, the lid off the tube. Oh, did that come off? No. I just wanted to have a look at the balls. I want to take the balls out of the shaft. I want to take the balls out of the shaft. There you go. They're pretty big. So you got mini brands Fuji's. Series 2. And then mini brands Series 3. Which seems to have more food.
Series 3. Alright, I'm back.
Grabbing the balls from
But-
the shaft.
This fucker
Oh,
is beautiful, Daz.
oh, that wood. Oh,
Yeah, the fucking wood grain, like
that is smexy.
uh,
Actually, you know what I was gonna buy
yes,
it?
like-
I saw it on fucking Temu. And I was gonna buy it
Oh,
for a
like-
laugh because it was cheap. But it was like a build your own guitar kit. It was literally like the whole guitar, and you had to build it from scratch, like the neck, the body, and everything.
oh really?
Yeah, I was kind of curious. Out of curious, I was like tempted to buy it to see actually how big it was, and just assemble a guitar and just see how frustrating it would be, just for a laugh.
Well, do it. Fuck it.
Mm.
Make a freaking video on it, like building your guitar.
Yeah, because it was like it's just all bare. Like it's interesting. I was like, the fuck.
Also, it's all gold, fucking gold. Can't really
I know I
silver,
can
white,
though with the light flicking
gold,
through it. That
gold,
looks
gold.
beautiful.
You got the gold, fucking, and up
Sugar
here
gold.
like
Oh yeah, and the
the
knobs as
gold,
well. Oh yeah, around the neck.
and the locking nuts.
Yeah, that's
Which
cool.
this thing took like an hour to tune because
Yep.
it's a Floyd Rose. Like you have to tune right, then lock it down with these so you can't. Then you got to tune up here with the fine tuners. I'm like, what is this? But there's the back of it. Like the whole guitar looks fucking.
Oh, it's so sexy. That wood. That wood is so
Yeah,
good.
just like you can see the actual grain as well. Like a certain. Like it is
Yeah.
literally like the actual. I thought it was like a. But I
It's
don't know.
actual tongue.
I think it's basswood as well.
Yep.
I think you
Ooh,
said.
it was a weird thing,
But
John.
it is pretty fucking nice, my boy.
Fucking
I
nice.
played with it once. So far. I did that this. I did it this.
Where was it? Where did it go?
But it's just so. It's got the floating bridge. It's got the floating. You can't really see it. But, it's in the shadows. But I fucking love it. 400 well fucking spent. Because I got it with a case, which I didn't bring out. It's got like a leather case. I'm like, yes,
Oh no.
for 100 bucks.
Okay, my bad. It wasn't. It was kind of a guitar. It's technically not a guitar. I mean, technically, it was a DIY ukulele kit.
It was a what?
DIY ukulele kit. So you build the ukulele yourself.
Oh,
Has the
you don't
body and the
really want
neck.
that.
But yeah, that's still kind of funny though. It's like the body, the neck, and then you gotta put it all together. I was like, oh,
Right.
like that's funny.
Put this back real quick because I got nowhere to sit it.
It's a craft kit, ukulele craft kit. So yeah, so random. Kind of cool. Pretty cheap. Ukulele. There's actually a lot of DIY ukulele kits. So many people sell them.
But no,
Oh
that are good guitars. Not bad for 369 fucking dollars. 68.
yeah, there's a body, electric guitar body, sycamore wood.
But then I went down the rabbit hole and I'm gonna get another like 2 or 3 more.
2 or 3 more,
I'm like, fuck.
and then do it you buy the.
And then I'm gonna try and hang them on the walls, like get
Yeah,
the guitar wall mounts and just hang them so they can. Whoa!
that would be good.
One day they're gonna be they're gonna be a stream backdrop just on the fucking wall behind me. Not on this wall because it's a fucking big window, but eventually somewhere.
Eventually somewhere.
But I think that's all my pickups.
That would be
pretty
good
sure
to have
that's
on the
it.
wall.
But yeah, I'm playing a lot of. I was playing Redacted too,
Yeah, how's that?
which is like
Yeah, I was wondering what it was.
it's fucking hard. Like
Yeah,
it is fucking hard.
cause I've seen it a
I
few
got to the
times.
second boss and got fucked up.
You fucked up.
But the funny thing is, they if you pre-ordered it, you got 72 hours early access.
Yep.
I got 5 days early access somehow.
What?
Things were broken
What? Ow.
because I wasn't going to be playing, but I could download and play it.
What?
I shouldn't be able to play it 2 days early, but
Oh,
like, why isn't this working? Why aren't trophies popping? I beat
that's
this boss like 5 times and got no trophy.
yeah, that's weird.
Stuff like that. I was like, it's a fucking trophy.
Yeah, because early, because
But,
the trophies haven't been activated yet.
Yep. And then I found out, like, no, they were broken.
Oh, they were broken?
Sometimes. At least mine were. Because even in the early access period, they still weren't popping. So lucky the dev team that they have a redacted Discord, which I joined. So I was working with the devs and the community manager, and that like I think there was one dev who I was chatting to, and like they remedied the problem pretty fucking quick. Like within a day, they patched it, fixed it. Like that's fucking good. That is. Devs should
That's
actually
good.
listen to the community.
That's good to have a good turnaround. That's what you need.
Yeah, because I said things like I gave them the problems and they fixing the problems. Like,
Yeah. But they don't know
because
unless
no one
people
else
say.
was having the problem that I was having. So
And that's it. You could have
at
just
least
been the one.
not in the Discord.
Yeah. And they need to know that so that then if other people
Mm-hmm.
could have those problems but may not be able to know how to contact, so
Yeah,
that's why it's always good if someone has an issue,
exactly.
mention it, bring it up, so then it can actually be looked at.
Yep. That's what I said. Like, I know it's early, but like I can't do this isn't working and blah blah.
Yeah, and they
And I
could
got the answers.
yeah,
They got answers for me. Like
yeah,
that's how game dev should be. Like you should have a little team who, when the game
actually
gets
communicate.
released, they should be on the Discord, social like Twitter or X,
Mhm.
Instagram, like getting some feedback because I play stuff and it's buggy
Yeah, actually have a
after
HR team,
people because they don't have a social media.
HR, CR, have those team members.
The
You
fact
know,
that they've got that, like, it's infinitely fucking better.
some customer relations it helps.
But it is cool. Like, it's the Callisto Protocol devs, like,
Mm.
which this game is set in that universe, but it's
Oh, okay.
a comic book style roguelike.
Yep, that's cool.
Yeah, look in that you play as a guard of the prison
Yep.
that the Callisto takes place in.
Ah.
Yeah, like, you're a guard going through the. Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I was wondering what the girls
I'll
were
show
like.
you that after the potty as well.
Mm.
Just show you what it is.
Yeah,
But
because I seen it a few times sitting there.
it, I just love gaming again right now. Like, I'm loving the indies.
Yeah.
Because that game's only like fucking $30, 20, $30 when I pre-ordered it. But I'm getting a lot of hours out of it. Like, it's going to take me 100 or so hours.
Well, that's it. You want that though.
Because it's
You
a
want
roguelike. Like, you're meant to die. Dying is part of it.
Yep.
Like, it's easy just to show you later than it is to say it. But, no, it is fucking amazing. But, I haven't even touched like High on Life or anything really. When I
Yeah.
bought them, I'm waiting for the Pro to turn up because
It gets like
they're
that sometimes.
digital.
Some games you'll get, but then you won't play it yet. It's just because it's very hard.
Well,
Like,
I already played it on an Xbox, so
mm,
I'm not in a rush. But
like
the High on Knife seems fun, but
yeah, because like I want to
I think
play.
that's after the story DLC. Like you have to do the story and then play
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's like I want to play like Alan Wake 2. But I'm like, but I'm like I'll pick that up when I'm around to playing it. Like,
I have to buy that
I feel-
again because I got the disc copy, but my Pro don't have a disc drive, and I can't buy a disc drive because they're out of fucking stock.
yeah. Otherwise, that you wait. That's the thing. You either want to play it now
Which
or you
could be
wait.
months. Like I'm not waiting months to play, just in case they get more stock. Which I'm
Well,
hoping on the launch they
that's
have
what I
like
mean.
stock
So
of
it's
the disc
either
drives as well.
that's what I mean. So it's either you wait when you like down the track when you could play because not it. It's how much of a
I mean, but
necessity.
it's Alan Wake. I'll buy digital to support them because I bought digital. Like I own Alan Wake.
Yeah. Like that's what I mean. Like I want to get Alan Wake, but I'm not necessarily in the mood to play Alan Wake. Like I do want to play it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like it's like I wanted to play Space Marines. I haven't got Space Marines yet, but like I'll get around to it when I feel like playing. You know what I mean? When I feel like actually playing it,
I haven't bought it yet either.
Like COD kind of makes sense because people are playing it, so it's like, oh, I can jump on then. It's an easy one I can easily play. It's a shooter, like they're kind of fun to just drown out and just play. Like it's one of those things.
Yeah, like just have fun.
Yeah. So
Which is what I'm going to do with Mules after, well, if it's downloaded. 148 gig he's got to download. I'm like, fucking hell, just install the multiplayer. It's like 13 gigabytes.
Yeah. See, luckily that's why Starlink it would be an issue. Like whatever I install, well, I need to clear
Right.
up space. So that's the other thing too.
Yeah, it's like
I need to,
100 gigs on PS5.
I need to go through
I
and
think
clear up the hard drive
it
again.
could be in the 90s. I'm not sure.
Move games around, whatnot.
I just deleted fucking Battlefields. They're all gone now.
Oh, did you?
So I can install Horizon.
Yeah. I installed
Horizon's
those
94 gig.
other track because I installed I think one or two of those the other when that week you had the power outage because it was before you had
Yeah.
that. I was like, oh, you're talking about me. I was like, oh, I'll install them so we can
Right.
play them. Then you had the power outage, and then now it's like, oh, okay, we're not going to play them, almost.
Oh,
But, like,
yeah.
we don't
I
have
mean,
things, but like,
I'll install 5 again eventually.
that's what I mean. Like, it's just one of those
I
things because we play other
sacrificed
stuff.
it. Well, the thing is, the PS5 Pro has 2 terabyte hard drive,
Yeah,
so
which
I
is
can
not
put them
bad.
all back.
But that's what I mean. Like, it's trapped with gaming because there's just so much going on sometimes, and sometimes you have to old games and there's new games. It's just like, oh,
No, it's just
what
the
do you
fact
play?
the PS5 has 600 gigabytes of space.
Mm.
That's not very much.
Oh, yeah.
No, not when you have COD and Battlefield who take up 100
I
each,
know.
100 plus each.
It was like I think I had to move GDA out because that was like 100 something, 120 for GDA.
Yep,
Oh,
about that for fucking Battlefield 5 too.
it's just crazy. Anyway, I don't know.
The 2 terabyte I'm keen for. I can triple fucking storage nearly. But they've been getting that early, and someone unboxed one already on YouTube.
Yeah, oh, of course they would have.
Like, you're a week early, bro. Fuck, Sony's gonna take that down.
Oh, maybe depends.
Oh, they did. You can't search it now.
Oh, really?
People made videos on it, but yeah,
That's a
the
trap.
source is not there.
That's a trap.
Because it's a week early. Like, they don't want that shit out there just yet.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, if there's a NDA or
But
whatever.
it's a hardware release. Like, you shouldn't be putting that out there yet.
Oh yeah, that's like their new great. Yeah, it is out there.
Yeah,
See what you mean? Yeah,
people have been
reacting.
getting them. They eBay took my fucking money yet, so mine didn't start shipping yet. I mean, it comes out on Thursday, but I'll probably take money on Monday, ship it out Monday, be here Thursday, so around the release date, even Friday, which is nice. I get them. I can see what the performance of the pro
And then
modes
just
are on.
that's hilarious. Someone did a funny.
I was tempted to buy a PS5 Slim with a disc drive. Take the disc drive off, put on the PS5 Pro,
Yeah.
and just have a fucking Slim. Just change the plate over. I'm like, I have 3 PS5s at that point. Like, why?
Well, I mean, yeah. That's crazy. What the fuck?
Like, why? I mean, I could just sell one for you that just sell
Oh,
the
yeah,
fucking
there's this
Slim.
dude unboxing one. Real grainy. Some
Yeah.
foreign company, some dude, random dudes.
It
doing
does. It's fucking. It's about as big as the Slim, as well, which is nice.
Yeah, just a little bit taller.
It's smaller than my chunky fucking launch model here.
It's the same like side, but it's like taller, a little bit taller because they.
Yeah, but it's the
Switched it out.
same like slim line.
Yeah.
It's still smaller than the launch model, which is fucking nice because that's a chunky boy.
Chunky. You like them big. You like them chunky.
Like
That's
Big
crazy.
W's got the disc drive, but they're wish list only.
Oh, yeah. Waiting for him.
I'm like, thanks. Fucking scalpers, man.
Ah, it's crazy.
Here, let's buy all the disc drives. Like,
You like them big. You like them chunky.
like the fucking scalping culture's got fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a bit cooked.
But what
anyway.
can you do, my boy?
No. Do you reckon that's it? The week?
I think so. Anything else, Dad?
Not
'Cause
really.
I can't think of anything.
Hopefully I'm feeling better by next week.
Right?
I'm
Yeah,
so
hopefully this
mad.
wind isn't
I'm
fucking
so
me.
mad. I'm pissed off. Like I wanted to... Hopefully I can enjoy my week off.
Right?
Otherwise, like, fuck it. Don't go back to work. See how I go after a week. We've only got this month left anyway, so it's like,
Yeah.
do I just see how I feel?
Right? But on that one, good topic, wasn't it? I like these pigs, they're see-through, kind of.
Chuck me the chip.
I'm having a brain
Skibbity.
I'm having a brain skibbity. Fuck.
Oh, outro.
You know when
Intro.
you're like, trying to think, it's like, yeah, but thank you, Beardy Beards, for joining us on this episode. I literally just, my brain just stopped.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you for watching and listening. We don't apologize for any anger in this episode. It is justified. But we appreciate you as always. We've been Dale and Jim. We'll catch you guys next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Because Dale was a bit angry.